Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Metaphor ReFantazio, where we will be upgrading and leveling up our follower bonds. If you're wondering if someone you know is a follower or a real friend, ask yourself this question. Does this person know me well enough to vote for me to be king? Or does this person know me well enough to know not to vote for me for king? Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I forgot to do that thing there. Okay, we're live there. Sorry, I missed a button over there that I just noticed. How are y'all doing? I see Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk and a random Transformers check track on. I'm pretty sure we've had him before because I never know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I think in the old Marvel comics, he was like a member of the Autobot High Council, not as famous as Emirate Zaron, but no toy for him. Zaron only barely got a toy this past year. Also, would you rather... Oh, Queen Katie raiding with a party of 14! I don't know if we have any of our mods here yet, so I think I may need to do a shout out for you myself. So hang on, let me shout out at Queen Katie. How was the rest of your stream? I had to take off for a little bit to get ready for this stream tonight, but how'd the rest of it go? And let's see, are we getting a shout out here? There it is.
Well, to be fair, Nora, it's hard to accuse something,
Well,
but it's clearly true.
I think Queen Katie makes a very compelling argument there, Nora. But welcome, Raiders, 14 of you. You're killing it at your streams tonight. I'll give an intro because there might be people that we don't know in that group of 14. Hi, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. It may be a little laggy on Twitch for a little bit of times. We've been having some technical issues. So thank you for your patience with that. But I also read every comment in chat. I just started. We're 3 minutes into stream, so I'm probably already 2 minutes behind in the chat. But hi, welcome, Queen Katie. How was the rest of your stream? It looked interesting. I liked the outfit that the one character had. What was her name? Blooney? Something like that? I like the color scheme. It was adorable. But yeah, okay, back to reading chat. Extemporaneous says also, would you rather stand all day or sit all day? Well, I think they do say nowadays that like sitting all day is really, really bad for you. But I feel like standing all day would be awful too, so I will say sitting, and just gotta remember to like change sitting position periodically, I guess, to stop the blood clots? I don't know. Oak is here saying, hey, Longa, lurk, making steak right now. Almost done. Enjoy the rest of making your steak. And, you know, if you want to share when you get back, that'd be awesome. But thank you for the lurk. Kim says, streamly check it. Have a fun stream, y'all. Stay hydrated. I will. In fact, I'll take a sip of water right now. Thank you very much, Kim. Hope your day or night, I guess late night, is going well for you over there on the other side of the globe. There's some of that water. Chaotic says, hey, Logan, how you doing, Chaotic? Wendy says, hi, gang. I had a really crappy day today at work, and my neighbors are fighting very loudly. My brain wanted to read that as flirting very loudly, which I suppose would also be awkward to listen into outside, so I'm desperate in need for a distraction. Lurk time. Thank you for the lurk, Wendy. I hope we're able to provide you with that distraction. We're going to be, I think, having some fun tonight. We'll find out together. Oh, sorry. The cinematic's going to tell me that I was waiting on that menu for too long. Lizard says, sup, freaks? How you doing, Lizard? Good to see you. Chaotic says to Wendy, hope you have some good lurks. I hope so, too. And Wendy with a little heart back for Chaotic. And there's the Queen Katie raid. See, I'm practically caught up to chat. Wendy says, hi, Katie. Queen says, the bat swarm has arrived. Here the queen shrieks as her bats take over the stream. All hail Queen Katie Bat. And Queen says, lol. Then Nora clip. Nora says, no. With the ba-ba-ba.
Loudly shouts from across the pond, dang girl, are you from Tennessee?
Because you're the only 10 I see. Ha ba 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 ba. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I from across the pond. So is that where the flirting is? The really loud, angry. It's like, dang girl, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Did you fall from heaven? Because I think you may be injured. Was your dad a baker? Because you look doughy. I think that's how you do it. That's how you flirt, right? So let's load this up. So last time, we finally unlocked Yufa's Bond, which apparently required a whole dungeon crawl, but we got to find somebody to hang out with in the evening time. So we're probably going to do Heisme here because we got multiple options. We got Heisme. If we level him up one more, I think he'll finally reach the rank where it doesn't matter if he's in the party, he'll still receive maximum experience. So that's our priority. Then we'll have to do Juna the next night. And then Norris, we can do, I guess, just about any time. We got a relic for him to look at. And, but we should go in and turn in our thing to more first, real quick. I'll be right back, Heisme. Crap, well, actually, how do I get to Academia? I think there's a thing here. I go downstairs, and then I think we have a more ghost. Gallop says 1999 clip. Yeah, there's Moore's Ghost. Now we can go to Academia.
Where was I?
Go to Academia. Nora says, you've got to be. Stop it. Oak says, I legally watched the Minecraft movie earlier today. It was not very good. I did too.
Amazing.
I actually, genuinely, legally, don't tell Vex. I made sure that I waited till after opening weekend so it doesn't contribute to an opening weekend box office or anything like that for the people who are upset with it. And I went to like a cheap $5 Tuesday matinee. I don't think it's as bad as people say. I was interested because like when I was getting ready to go to it, I saw the director. I didn't realize this is directed by Jared Hess, the guy who did like Napoleon Dynamite. And I've worked with him before. And so I'm like, oh, I want to kind of sort of support him now. And here's the thing. I felt like, and tell me what you think, Oak, or anyone here who's seen the Minecraft movie yet. It felt like it was two different things that couldn't figure out what it wanted to be. On the one hand, like you look at the writing and what's going on, it's very quirky indie movie written, but then it has all these big special effects, big budget Hollywood set pieces and action sequences. And so it feels like it should have been an independent movie. I think it would have been better if it was an indie movie, crappy sets, crappy makeup, no CG, and just let it be weird and quirky, but instead it tries to be that big budget thing, and the people did cheer in the audience. That's what I kind of wanted to see. Like when they said chicken jockey, posted a little video clip in the Discord there. So, and nobody threw popcorn or soda. I made sure to wear really grubby clothes in case it got doused in soda. But again, it's not great, but I don't think it's as bad as people are. I'm hearing people say it's like a 2 out of 10 movie. I think it's perfectly inoffensive. It's fine. It's silly. I think little kids who are into Minecraft would probably genuinely love it. And it's weird, but it is the kind of movie I think you can have fun watching with friends. So, just saying. Nora says, Oak. Oak says, hi, I'm making steak right now. Nora says, Oak, I thought you were asleep. You never responded to me. Oak may be asleep. Sleep staking. That's probably a thing. Ah, with a new ally comes yet another new power, I see. As you already know, what you've discovered is called the Summoner, an intriguing archetype that calls forth mythical beings from worlds we can hardly imagine. Is this gonna have another weird like game mechanic, kind of like the masked dancer as the masks? Like this one, we gotta have like summon seeds. I don't know. However, in order to summon anything, it requires a vessel, a catalyst unique to each being you wish to call forth. Henceforth, I shall craft these vessels for you. I've added a new item in special experiments for just such a purpose.
Right.
I'll probably figure that out off stream. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means. Why, that's a new archetype. Might I ask you for a demonstration? No, I gotta pet your cat first. Yeah, every time.
Hey, kitty.
Hey, kitty, what a cute cat.
Oh, look at his face. It's like it knows he's cute.
Do you know you're cute, Calica?
Now why do that?
I am astonished you've managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you'll surely won me a new memory return. I want to remind you guys, I do have a theory about Moore. I think he's going to be either the big bad or a bad guy. I think his memory's gone. He just doesn't remember that he did some awful stuff, and we're empowering him. Kind of like we empowered a ghost child in Persona 3, who was a nice prison ghost child, but that was also working toward like the end of the world. So I think it's going to be a similar type of thing as Pharaoh's. At the very least, you've surely won me a new memory returned. Quest clear! Moore's task, chapter 5, resolve. I studied 25 different archetypes, therefore completing my assignment for more. Heroes jeweled root times 5. That increases my imagination.
All right.
Come on, level it up. That's the sound I make when I imagine things. Oh. Are you okay? Did you remember something?
Everything okay?
Did you remember something?
Yes.
Oh, I need to remind you guys, by the way, for those who did not see on Discord, Vero's grandma broke her leg and is having to get like a surgery at the hospital. Vera says she's gonna be okay, but because that Vera might not be around as much. So we're going to have fewer mods than usual the next little while, possibly even no mods at times, like right now. So I'm relying on all of you to not purge, not stab me, not overthrow me, unless any of those things would be for a really funny bit. Then I think you're allowed to. And also, like, just send your, like, positive thoughts and vibes and things like that Vero's way. And wish Vero's grandma a speedy recovery. A good surgery and a speedy recovery. Yes, I did, but before that,
Please.
Seeing as you're here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. Nod my head, gesticulate, blah, 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 blah. I see. Interesting. Oh, we're going to tell about the Dragon Temple? Actually, because I don't know. I'm going to guess that it probably would have been physically impossible for us to reach this level with him before the Dragon Temple, because I don't think we could have even gotten 25 archetypes without Yufa. I see. Interesting. Though I heard nothing that might reveal this place, which means, I suppose, that the king must have imprisoned me here because...
Did you figure something out?
The truth of the matter is...
There is but one place that comes to mind. But if that inkling is right, yes, that's right, I spoke to a character from Splatoon. She was adorable, but oh, if she's right, then too much else becomes inexplicable. If I am correct in my hunch, it would mean that the king deliberately placed me somewhere I know well, somewhere I could easily continue my research. Okay, so maybe he's not a bad guy, but maybe placing him here rendered him, like, functionally immortal so that he'd be able to continue his research. I should read some more in the chat. Speaking of research, I'm going to pretend that's research. Let's see. Queen Gator said, I had fun. A sweet little girl murdered the murderer with his own weapon. Well, that's always nice when it works out like that. I hope she's not traumatized from having done a killing. Nora says, quote, I can call soon, Oak, 5.5 hours ago. Nora said, oh, I have a very important revelation about Katie to share. Oh, let's hear it. Queen Katie said, Nora, no, don't you dare. That makes me more curious. Nora says, Katie hates men and mint. Queen Katie, I may be a man, but that means I know what men are like and so it's justified. But mint! I love eating mint Milano cookies. I don't like wintergreen mint, but what about poor peppermint? Peppermint is delightful. Queen Katie says, look, mint is just gross and I already love some men, but what about minty ones? What about ones that freshen your breath when they smooch ya? Don't they deserve love? When he says, in happier news, I got into Cookie Run Kingdom, and I got the cookie voiced by Xander Mobus, and the other cookie voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, my favorite cookie. What does the Xander Mobus one sound like? Because, like, the couple of games we played with him in, he's like a vocal chameleon. I don't recognize his voice in things. Does he sound like Joker? Please tell me he sounds like Conductor from A Hat in Time. Nora said, I don't know what to tell you, Katie. And then Nora said to Wendy, Wendy! And then Queen Gator said, joke's on you, Wendy. I was already born there for real. Oh, in Tennessee. Oh, yeah. I actually don't know if I've ever even been to Tennessee. I should play a little bit more of the game.
But why would he want to help your studies?
Indeed, that is the question. It would make a mystery of the king's intentions. Why would he intentionally imprison me here? Huh?
I wish bro had the conductor voice. Weary face emoji. He sounds kinda closer to Joker.
Oh, boo. That's like, Joker's fine. I have nothing against Joker's voice. He did a fine performance, but he's just like a shonen pro tag. It's just, it's the dude. It's just the dude. Conductor was magnificent. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate it. Oh, and Crystal just popped over on YouTube saying meow, 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 meow. And then lurking. Thank you for the lurk, Crystal. Crystal, by the way, keep in mind, with Vero's grandmother's injury, you might be the only mod tonight. So, Crystal, you have two choices, two paths before you. You can either help us out and be a responsible mod, or, Crystal, you can abuse your power and just be chaotic. Either is fun. But thank you so much for being here, Crystal. Okay, I'll read some more of the chat in a minute. Okay, so wondering why he would imprison me here. I imagined I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travails have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity. In the end, the only path toward them was continuing my pursuits. Well, the question is then, if the king was trying to help him, is the king a bad guy?
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come. Let's find out together. But can you accept it? I'm at your side, bro. But can you accept it? That sounds more cool, I guess. Are you prepared to accept your past?
Surely.
Oh, that's a lot of mag. If I have your support, I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offenses? Or am I a revolutionary who must change the future? Maybe both. They're not mutually exclusive.
I'm grateful.
This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make a reality. That's why I think he's a bad guy. Nobody has ever... Like, anybody trying to make a utopia, they never are... it never ends well. I'll battle my past until the very end. I can sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. Huh? Oh, I hope we get like a new version of the Seeker, because he's the Seeker guy, right? I've been stuck on the Magic Seeker for like ages. The scholar in search of utopia Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the Seeker.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awaits within thee. Wait, I didn't think we're at level 8 with him already. I thought we're like 6 or maybe 7 at most.
New power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Or maybe it's level 7 that we get these things. Yeah, okay, level 7, so we're almost done.
May the
Crap.
truth guide us.
We might be getting closer than I thought to the end. The party can now study the Soul Hacker. Is Beowulf here? Is that an SMT reference? Wasn't Soul Hacker the game that Beowulf was all excited about getting one of the voice actors to sign? All right, let's see what the Soul Hacker looks like. We gotta unlock that for ProTag ASAP. It's just the Seeker, but with bigger shoulders. And is that a nose or a beard or what? You can now study the Soul Hacker in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. More skills can now be inherited by the Seeker lineage in academia due to the effects of Scion's essence. Yay.
Listen here.
Now it's time for your next task, a true test. This one, the thesis project, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. I think I already have. Elite archetypes can only be revealed by having a peerless, unbreakable bond, and then said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. Okay, so I gotta max one out. I don't think I've done that yet. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do it, as long as you do so until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I'll need to strengthen an elite archetype to rank 20. This could be completed by anyone. I'll get some more jeweled root and imagination. Sorry, this is like taking so long just talking to this dude sitting at his desk. I will read some more in the chat then. Lizard says, do you clean your pants with Windex? I don't. Nor do I clean my windows with Pantdex. But I hope if I did clean my pants with Windex and they make a noise. Wendy said, are you Yosuke Hanamura? Cause you're the GOAT! Queen Katie says, hi, Smayheart. Nora lied to me. About what, Queen Katie? Lizard said, okay, oh, that was part of his pickup line. Okay, so it's the second part here. So the first part was, do you clean your pants with Windex? Cause I can see myself in them. That's a suggestive one. It also just shows how like naive and innocent I am that didn't even clock as a pickup line. Most people are like, yeah, do you clean your pants with Windex? And me, I'm like, it would sound like this is why. Not only why, but one of many reasons why I am perpetually single. Nora said, quote, did you fall from heaven? Cause did you fall on your face? Cause you look like you fell on your face. Quikita said, she said you were doing Juna instead. Well, I'm gonna do Juna eventually, but we're gonna do Heisme first, and then we're gonna do Juna. We got 3 hours here. We're gonna have plenty of time. We're gonna do Juna, and we're gonna do Yufa. We're gonna do 1 level for Heisme, but after that level, he's gonna stop being a priority unless he's the only one available. Deal? Deal. Okay. This is a height that none before you reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact me.
If all goes according
Once
to plan.
this research is completed, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Mantis. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dreams to fruition. Nod my head.
I have faith in you.
I will believe in you to the very end, preferably your end. If it comes to it, I would rather you die than me. Not my head. Also, it looked like the book in the corner was glowing. I want to check to see if there's any new pages mentioning me. Because at the beginning of the game, I typed in my name Logan, and it was supposed to be a thing. Addition to special experiments. Summon experiments have been added to the special experiments menu in Academia. Again, I'll like check this stuff out off stream probably. Use it to create vessels, which are necessary for the summoner to summon monsters. Like masks, materials to make vessels are obtained from enemies in battle. I wonder if I have any already. You only need to create a vessel once to make its respective summon available. There is no need to equip it. Oh! That sounds like that could make you feel like really powerful. She might become like a major character in our party. All right, let's save, and then I want to check out the scroll because, oh, I got to stagger my saves. Got to stagger. And I want to see if it mentions me by name, because I think it's been a while since it's glown. Nora said to Queen Katie, that's what Logan said at the About to Go Live thing. Said, hey, girl, are you a girl? Because you look like a girl. Should I try that as a pickup line? Will that make the ladies swoon if I say that? Mystical Scrolls. Chaotic said, I'm in good. What about you, Logan? Also, did you see my Stardew Valley farm in the Discord server? I did. I was like scrambling trying to respond to some stuff in Discord earlier, like literally while I was waiting for the previews to start of that showing of Minecraft earlier. And so I kind of forgot to respond to a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of things that's been on the Discord. It's been so like busy and bustling lately. I've been so happy. I need to respond to more of it. But the gist of what I was going to tell you is it looks very neat and tidy and organized, which is far more impressive than I'm sure I would ever be able to do. So good on you for that, Chaotic. A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document, the word Logan. According to Moore, it's a person's name. I was hoping to speak further with you about that. I've recalled something after watching you and your allies in action. That mysterious language used in the formula. It's from the old world. So it's gonna be either Japanese or English probably. Or maybe it's Esperanto, like the chanting in the song.
So it goes back to the time of that city we found buried beneath the Dragon Temple? Why would the king go out of his way to write in such an archaic language?
The king was an avid researcher of magic and its origins. He even funded the Mage Academy from the royal treasury. It's not beyond possibility that he would know such a language.
Then the person whose name is written, they're probably long dead.
Wait, am I the king? Maybe that's what Logan is. Maybe I'm the old king? Was I a king? That I couldn't say for certain, but I did figure something else out. In front of the name is an alias, or perhaps more of a title. Is it king? Or is it gonna be player? The true seeker, Logan. Hear that, chat? I'm a true seeker. Yet another connection to the archetype.
Fascinating.
Intriguing, isn't it? Why is the Seeker archetype so important to the royal magic? Does it have powers we have yet to ascertain? Now I yearn to decipher the scroll in its entirety. If you come upon any further truths, please examine the scroll again. Okay, so before we go back, I just really quickly want to unlock that archetype for Mantis. The Soul Hacker. Again, let me know if Beowulf gets here. I want to find out, because I think that's what Beowulf said was the name of one of the SMT games. I want to know if that was a reference. Let's see. Yeah, learns many skills, restore MP. Yeah, let's see what it has. Chase support, Void Wave. Ooh, heavy wind. Okay, yeah, let's study this dude. This is going to be good. Study the Soul Hacker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you. Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite traveler. Travels having led to wisdom, they use their knowledge of the unknown to reach the very depths of the soul. 16,500 mag is required to channel. Yes, I have plenty. I'm just swimming in mag. That is the power I seek.
Of course.
I haven't even gotten to one of those magla collectors in this towns in quite a while. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite seeker. We gotta let Vero know that I'm an elite seeker now. Like Starscream. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety to strength exalted, if thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the seeker.
Really?
So this is the power of the soul hacker. Reaching into the very depths of my own soul, I shall use it well. To continue my search for the path I must walk.
Yeah, soul hacker archetypes have been awakened. You can now change archetypes on the main menu.
Good.
Yes,
Starting
equip it.
strong.
Sure. Yes, got it. Awesome. Going back to the real world, hanging out with a fuzzy bat dude. Later, hater.
You'll
I'm
come
gonna read a
again,
few more
won't
comments to
you?
the chat. Let's see. Wendy says, I hope your theater didn't throw popcorn buckets and shout. I mean, there was a little bit of like shouting during the cheering, not much. Thankfully, no popcorn thrown, no sodas thrown. As I said, I wore grubby clothes just in case, but I wanted to see like firsthand what it was actually like. It seemed like for most of it, like the claps of the things were just like a few people like trying to like get the audience going, test the waters for it. Like, are we doing this? Are we doing this? The chicken jockey line they went crazy for though. But it was funny because you could see every time you could tell one of those was coming up. There's this group of teenagers in the row in front of me and down to the right. They would all get like right on the edge of their seat, leaning forward, like they were so excited. So yay. And Wendy says, chicken jockey. Wendy says, I'm just happy my power didn't go out this time. Knocks hard like crazy on wood. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you mentioning that. I'm sorry, how long was it out? I hope it's better this time. Lizard says, I'll summon my seed for you. That sounds suggestive. Because chat has made seed sound suggestive. So, but then again, or maybe it's just for gardening. Great vegetables. Quickita said, I would have been so mad if it happened during my stream. Well, I've had that happen before where we've had like the power blurp out. And I've got like my computer now on a really reliable backup power supply, but the problem is the router isn't on one. Maybe one of these days I should save up and get another one just for the router. So if the power goes out, it like will stay on. All right, let's save. And then we're gonna be hanging out with Heismay, whom Queen Katie loves. Oh, there's a comment over on YouTube. Beowulf says, yes, the Soul Hacker is a reference to Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Yay, I remembered correctly. How you doing, Beowulf? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? My apologies, but I must ask a favor of you, specifically concerning my son's urn. I'd like to search the village if you're otherwise unengaged. Might we head there? Yeah, let's go!
I'm in your debt.
Just like I said, I am in your debt. I shall lead us there then.
We're gonna look for the corpse remains of, it's not a corpse, it's the chunks of corpse and dust. Because, you know, an urn doesn't just have ash. It's got like pieces of bone and things. You know, the stuff that wouldn't go completely ashy. Let's see. When he says, and Pro Tag, take a bath soon. I know bro is stinky. We took one last stream. That was only, how many days ago was that? You know, that was Friday to Saturday to Sunday to Monday to Tuesday. That was only 4 days ago. How stinky can you get in 4 days? Quickita says, salute to Vero, much love. When he said, yes, send Vero all your best wishes. Quickita said, man, if only we had a new mod to help us out with things. Well, Crystal is lurking, so does that count, Queen Katie? And then Oak stabs Logan. No, oh, Queen Katie says I shield Logan. Oh, thank goodness. Oak says overthrows Logan. And Queen Katie says, dang it. Okay, this is Oak's channel now. Oak. What should I do? On guard for monsters, we made our way cautiously by carriage to the forest near Heismay's village. Oh crap, I forgot, we came with a funny voice for his village elder, but I don't remember what it was.
By Tadari's account, the remains weren't anywhere in the village. He searched homes, streets, even crawl spaces, but found no sign of it.
Maybe he's like covering for the thief. Maybe they have a black market dead kid ash market that's just doing really well these days.
Yet it was surely the work of a villager. No doubt they hid the urn somewhere it would not be found. They'd not had much time, scant moments to hide it to avoid arousing suspicions, which means our culprit must have ...
buried it, taken it out of it, swallowed it. He swallowed it.
Sure.
Maybe they swallowed it in a panic. I mean, Ernie, it's drinkable. It's got a rim. Just it's better if you mix it with like water or milk. You know, put it in like a smoothie, like a protein powder boost. Dead kid smoothie.
What do you mean to suggest that they ate the remains? What is wrong with
If people eat meat, Ash is just powdered meat. Yeah.
Cowards or not, the villagers would never stoop to such horrors. It wouldn't even occur to them. What kind of monster are you to even think of such a thing? Oh, why did I ever think you were a friend of mine? You're an awful person. I'm no longer voting for you for king. Suppose it went like this. A villager disagrees with Tadari, but isn't confident in speaking out directly. And then suddenly they find themselves alone with the earth and swallow it! And they swallow it! I was right! And no. They then seize the bones and hurry outside the village, an act of impulse, and then swallow it. No, just quiet, Mantis. Listen, if true, we're sure to find some traces on this road leading to the village. Let's keep an eye out as we move around.
Okay, so we got to look out for chunks of dead kid on the road here as we walk along. Okay, this is a fun little bonding exercise. Did we find some? Find a piece of dead son?
Hey,
There.
I recognize that ash. That ash used to be my son's left nostril.
I gotta read some more in the chat. Wendy says, anyway, I crave wafers, and I think I used too much energy during my stream. I was going insane over one character had a gun for some reason. I get some wafers then, Queen Katie. I know that feeling. I actually had a very light dinner tonight, so I'm worried I might end up getting lightheaded and loopy or something like that later during the stream tonight if I'm hungry. Queen Katie says, I hate peppermint even more. Oh, but why? Queen Katie said the smell is gross? Well, I mean, it could go like right through your nostrils up into your brain, but it's like fresh. Well, it's got to be really tough for you then to find good toothpaste, because toothpaste is almost all minty, right? Chaotic with a highlighted message saying, I can sympathize with them. My aunt, grandma, and mom have been to the hospital once. My aunt and grandma are not here anymore. Mom did survive, so I completely understand why they're not here. Oh gosh, I made this depressing. No, Chaotic, you don't have to worry about making it depressing. I mean, I can relate to it as well. I've mentioned before on stream, my dad passed away a few years back. He was a stroke victim, and it was a very severe stroke, left him severely debilitated, paralyzed on one side of his body. He was still able to communicate, but there was some brain damage that left him confused about certain things. I won't go into the detail about that, but he was basically bedridden and required 24-hour care. A lot of that time was in a hospital at first, then in a care facility, then came home and needed people taking care of him all the time. So when Vero says something like that, it's like, dude, I know exactly what that's like. So yes, priorities should be with Vera's grandmother. So, but yeah, don't worry about it, Chaotic. I'm sorry that you went through that as well. Don't feel bad like you make it depressing. It's not like mentioning it once. It's not like you're trauma dumping all the details or anything like that. But I hope things are going well with your mom now, Chaotic. When he said peppermint is fire, Crystal says, all right, and then a little evil face. Queen Katie with the emotes. Because Crystal made it emote only. Maybe I should make even more people VIPs to make people immune to that. Anyway, I should probably play some game. Oh, one more thing though, over on YouTube, Beowulf has one more comment, said there's also Soul Hackers 2, but we don't talk about that one, even if Ringo's design is pretty cool. Oh, Ringo's in it? Are the other Beatles in it too?
There it is. Oh, yeah, running over there. Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's still in the urn. That was nice of the I was gonna say kidnappers, but they're not kidnappers if the kid's already dead. The kid can only be sleeping, can be napping, but not dead.
Thank goodness. What?
Hey Long, I finished making my steak.
Hey!
Happy sub day.
Yay!
Only 2 months for my birth. Boo.
Ah! See, I knew that was coming because you've been doing that again. Thank you so much, Oak, for re-upping your sub. Yes, 2 more. And then you have your first subscription baby at 7 months. Have you decided on a name for your subscription baby, Oak? Thank you so much for re-upping the sub. And with Prime, no less. I think you and Rukov do the Prime thing. So thank you so much, Oak. I really, really appreciate that. And I hope your steak is nice and tasty and that you're enjoying it to the utmost. Perhaps that it's well done with some ketchup on it. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? But thank you so much, Oak. Thank you for re-upping this up. Thank you.
All right, so thank goodness, and the bones inside are safe too.
Well, okay, they didn't drink the bones, but they probably drank the ash, right? Just as you deduced. That's a stroke of luck. We'll compliment him. Just as you deduced.
Right.
Excellent detective work, Heisme. Hey, whatever it takes to hold my son in my arms once more.
So can we drink him? Just saying that idea's been in my head now and it sounds pretty good. When's the next time we're gonna find a dead kid in an urn?
'Twas placed haphazardly in the shadow of a tree, easily found. It suggests to me that the culprit did not truly wish it to be lost to me forever.
Well, maybe that tree is where we should bury your kid. Next to it, you know?
I can only think that as long as I give up on laying my son to rest here, that will satisfy them.
However,
But is that truly how this should end?
What do you mean? Something's still bothering you?
Time to find the culprit, and then we're gonna drink him.
Something is still bothering you.
What?
Is there something still bothering you?
that's
It's the villagers. If they didn't want my son buried here, I would rather have been told. Had we talked openly, perhaps we could have found a spot of mutual satisfaction. But they staked no claim, hid themselves outright, and played at accepting me, demonstrating cowardice to one they deemed an outsider. 'Tis a tendency that runs deep, yes, but the villagers' isolation has magnified it dramatically. With such a shadow cast, their trade and relations may never recover.
Yeah, it honestly, it is bad for trade to like kidnap sons' remains. Huh?
It's the villagers, Steve in the Minecraft movie when they got to that village. Boo.
Yeah! See, I know it's coming now. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. There were a few that like you could tell that the audience wasn't sure if they should clap or not. Like if it was enough of one of the mean lines or something like that. Like I think they missed it also on the Iron Golem line. But I think some of it, sometimes they kind of went into other lines right after. I do have to say, by the way, I absolutely adore, crap, what's her name? Emma something. She's also in the Netflix series Wednesday as like Wednesday's blonde friend at the school. I haven't seen Wednesday yet, but she's in there as like the older sister of the main kid, and she's really cute and seems nice, and I want to know her in real life. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. I should read some more in the chat. Quiggity says, I'm back, lol. Lizard says, are you from Mississippi? Cause you're the only myth who's that sippy. You know what? I feel like that's the type of pickup line that's geared toward a very specific type of girl. And it just filters out the ones that aren't that, much like your kidneys filter the pee that you evidently sip. Quiggy said, with wafers, Utopia means no place, so I don't think that's a good idea. Nora said, I lurked, but I'm back. Welcome back. Quiggy says, yes. Crystal says, okay, time out for that joke /J. Quiggy said, there's a soul hacker game. Nora says, Crystal. Crystal says, deal. Episode I guess, the ultimate answer. Crystal with a timestamp 21:35. Look at that, only like 15 minutes. I'm only like 15 minutes behind. Doc! How are you, Doc? So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How is the start of your week going? I do feel like I've been responsible this first start of the week. I even updated the schedule command, y'all, so be proud of me. Nora says, I gotta go. Good night, everyone. Love y'all. Oh, good night, Nora. It's awfully early, but if you gotta go, I guess you gotta go. Thank you for being here. Sleep well or do well with whatever else you've got going on. I think you said you have a test coming up. Maybe you're studying for it, but have a good rest of your night, Nora. Quick says, good night, Nora. Sleep. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Good to see you, Beowulf. Quick said, Beowulf, he got the soul hacker. Weedle says, hello there, Weedle. How you doing? Bill says, in that case, fun fact, the soul hacker is, of course, a reference to none other than Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. And there's Moonlight saying, hi, Logan, hour mark 124. See, it's like I'm saying, only about 15 minutes behind. I'm doing quite well tonight. But how are all of you? Oh, and Lizard says, John Cena. He turned heel now. Huh, how about that? Okay, let's play a bit more. Let me have a sip of water, and then we'll keep talking to Heisme about his dead kid.
There are children in that village, too. Someday they'll be in jaws just like this. Ought we really turn our backs on a village such as this, one that grows poorer and more isolated by the day?
So we're gonna say that rather than just look for a place to bury Heisme's kid, we're gonna try and actually help the village, even though they kidnapped his son's remains. I don't think we can. It's their choice. All right, let's talk to them.
Should we try talking to the villagers about it? You're right. The adults of the village need to address this for the children's sakes, if nothing else. I'd like to speak with Tadari and the others once again.
For our
My
future.
time with you all has changed me for the better. Now the time has come to pass that favor on to the villagers.
I can sense Heismay's kind-hearted determination and deep trust in me. Although I don't think he's going to be letting me around the urn anymore. Or the blender in the kitchen. I mean, you never know if it's good till you try it.
I
Waste
found
not,
a way
want
to
not.
change.
Just like
Surely they too.
Just like you want to use every part of the buffalo, use every part of the dead kid. Scion's merit increased skill inheritance slots for the thief lineage to 3. Battle hypnosis while in reserve. Heismay will gain experience at the normal rate. Yay! Awesome. We finally got that.
Could I ask you to indulge my selfishness just a bit longer?
My thanks.
Thank you. Let's head back for today and return when we're ready. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yay, got some mag. Crystal says,
Time marches on.
and the age of a new king draws nearer. Crystal says, chicken jockey. Okay, if Crystal does that again, y'all need to cheer and scream and applaud and throw your popcorn and sodas like the most amazing thing Crystal's ever said. Quickita said, I think last night it was like 3 hours, lol. And Heismay with little heart. Since we've got some time before the fake lance is ready, I let Basilio and Fidelio know that we're going to settle in here for a little bit. And I can't imagine they responded to that with a chummy little nod and a smile. Pfft, hardly, so I made something up about how the tide was too unstable to sail on. I mean, what's one more little lie on top of the heap? That's why you don't start with lies. You cover up the lies with more lies. They bought it, I think.
Most helpful.
Is that so? Well, that works out in our favor. Now we must simply carry on as we normally do, doing all our usual activities so as not to arouse their suspicions. Hear that, chat? Do not arouse the dog brothers. I guess Magnus brothers, the dogs. Yeah. Let's see, Crystal says, good thing I don't have class today, holiday! Oh, nice, Crystal! That means you'll be able to be here for like the whole stream, hopefully? Says, dang, on guard for monster, but not on guard for oak. Lizard says, yes, ash milk, my favorite. Well, again, you never know. It probably is high in protein. Does protein burn away in the crematorium? I hear a voice. I don't have the courage to do this alone! Yufa comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. That's just who we wanted to talk with. Oh, but this person wants to talk to us first. Relieved man. You saved our island. You're much more than what the rumors implied. Yeah, wait, rumors? Yeah, I mean, I talked to a lot of travelers, and let me tell you, I thought that made me the expert on the outside world. And I'll admit, I expected you lot to be a bunch of lowlives. Though, thought you only wanted the divine relic, but you're not like that. And you know what? Until now, I never even liked this nation. But if someone like you became the king, well, then I'd reevaluate a lot of things. Anybody else? Oh, this person still has a thing. We do need to go on one of the days when we have nothing to do. I think there's still like a quest or two, but I don't think they have deadlines. So let's save, and then we're gonna hang out with Yufa. And then in the evening, probably with Juna. And then the new girls are finally gonna get some time to shine. Let's see, Queen Gator says, ad quote, ash is just powdered meat. Am I wrong?
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altabury all the same. If you have a moment, would you care to saunter around Brylehaven with me? It's a city I've always wanted to see with my own eyes. Of course.
I'm very
Really?
happy.
That'd make me so happy. Teleportation. I forget it does it sometimes when we fast travel. Lizard says a good chocolate replacement. Well, just like powdered chocolate will make chocolate milk. Powdered kid makes... Actually, kid milk sounds like you're milking the kid. You can't, don't do that. Don't even try to do that. That's gross. Oak says, unlurk steak done. Is it a good steak? Queen Gator said, captions, find a piece of dead sun. Oh, I had the wrong kind of sun. It should be Owen. Queen Gator said, okay, so don't judge me, but I only brush my teeth with water. Toothpaste texture is gross. I won't judge you as a person, but I will worry about your dental health because like, that probably isn't providing all the care for your teeth that you might need. I would recommend like seeing if there's other things you can do that maybe they don't have a minty flavor. And some stuff tastes different. Okay, here's a really cheap toothpaste. There's a really cheap toothpaste called AIM that I liked when I was a kid. It does have like a very faint minty taste, but it's like a sweeter one. So maybe give it a try. It's very cheap. It doesn't do great, but it's probably better than just water. Lizard says, I use unflavored toothpaste. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing, so maybe you could try that. Or like a baking soda type of toothpaste, or maybe. Although maybe that might not help with the texture, but still. Lizard says, I don't like mint either. Okay, let's play a bit more here. So this is Brylehaven. Wait, so she knew about this place but had never been here. There's so many foods here which I've never seen on the island. This bone-in meat on bone, the bone on meat, the on bone. This bone-in meat, it's used in a ritual offering, yes. Has the heart been left out to dry somewhere? Troubled shopkeeper. Miss, I must ask you to refrain from making such unsavory quibbles about our product.
Pardon me.
I apologize. I didn't intend for that to. The last thing I need is my customers thinking about rituals and organs. This is exactly why nobody cares for you, Mustari. I mean, do the Mustari normally walk around towns like this without her helmet? Shouldn't she have her little bucket on her head? This is weird. Maybe she only's gonna wear that in dungeons now or something.
Oh.
Somebody should make a mod that just has her bucket on all the time. Well, now I'm regretful. I was rude to that shopkeeper, even if it was just because of my excitement at seeing such interesting wares and my excitement at using the hearts of animals in rituals. Don't worry about it. You know, it probably happens a lot. It's not, it happens a lot.
Hey.
This happens all the time when you're in a different, unfamiliar place. Just you, when you are in a different, unfamiliar place. Not me, when I'm in a different, unfamiliar place. Because I don't talk about organs.
Is it true?
Oh, just a little bit of mag. I've heard that there are all sorts of different people in the city, and that makes it dangerous. But being pagan, I suppose I'm the most different, a frightening prospect. Oh, but there's so many kind people too. Why, at the other place we visited, someone even offered me a special deal on a pail which pours good fortune. They wanted you to wear it on your head. You're adorable with a bucket on your head. That was a scam. I can't leave you alone anywhere. I'll just tell you, yeah, this is a scam. That person probably saw you were a traveler and tried to take advantage.
What is it?
What? But maybe it wasn't a pail, but a flower vase? Everything in this town is so different from my own. It's a bit overwhelming, but also such a thrill. The clothes, the food, even the plants are completely foreign to me. And though we're not far from the island, there's this exotic smell in the air. You smell that? You smell? Oh yeah, what is it? It's got a tinge of sweetness. It makes me nostalgic. I don't notice anything about the smell. Oh, it's so rich. Oh, there's a complexity to it. Oh, it kind of tickles the nose. Shall we try to follow it to its source? Yeah. I hope it's not mint. That'll scare away Queen Katie if it's minty. I should read some more in the chat. Crystal adds the quote. Oak says, well done with ketchup.
The place.
Well done with ketchup is downright disrespectful. Oak says, I'm open to name suggestions for my subscription baby. What about sapling? Since your name is a type of tree. Lizard says cheesecake. Oh, is that another name suggestion? That's a cute name. And like I said, Crystal added the quote. There's some more quotes there. Quickie said, I crave ice cream now. I'm gonna go nab some. Enjoy the ice cream. Doc says, hi, Smay. Hi, Smay to you too, Doc. I like those puns. Oak says, Dot. I gotta have a sip of water. But how you doing, Doc? What are these people doing over here? They're like huddled around with their arms up. Are they covering up their faces? Maybe I don't know what they're doing. Here we are! It's not very strong, but there's a complex smell. This is a Sanctus church, isn't it? Maybe they use perfume in some sort of ceremony? This is a cute sprite that she has. She's not quite puffing out her cheeks, but she's doing it a little bit. She's very thin. I'm gonna figure out this smell. So maybe the smell is incense and it's just normally around so much the protag doesn't notice it. Also, look at this adorable little Eugene child. Child? I assume it's child. Maybe full grown. It's hard to tell with them. Oh, it's a little Eugene girl? Are you here to pray? Oh, sorry, but no, I don't believe in your God.
No.
You have some business here at the church. We were curious about the smell. We just come to look. Now we're curious about the smell.
Actually,
We were curious about the smell.
I see.
Ah, but I see that the young lady here is Mustari.
Actually,
Pleased to meet you. My name is Yufa. This is Mantis. Is it all right for me to make introductions?
Are you perhaps the one I've heard about? The one who's been stirring up a ruckus, talking about organs? Never mind, I shan't pry.
Oh, and he's one of the winged guys. Crap, I keep forgetting their names.
I am Hyperic. If you've an interest in sanctism, I would love to talk further with you.
Oh, he's proselytizing her. I mean, he's got a very surprisingly detailed model. He doesn't have a character portrait, but I was gonna say maybe the two of them can like smooch.
But I'm afraid I haven't the time to do so today. I was just about to escort Ovi here, this child, on her way home.
I'm Ovi. Hi, I hope I'll be important later.
Ovi.
Oh, look at that! Ovi has her own voice. Ovi. That was adorable. Can we adopt Ovi? Can we be Ovi's new collective parent?
I was just praying with Mr. Hyperic and visiting Mama in the sick room. Don't worry though, she's not sick. She's dead.
Truly.
In the sick room?
Truthfully.
Her mother is very ill. She's currently being cared for at this church. I apologize for leaving so soon after you've traveled so far. I hope you will visit again whenever you wish. I'll be waiting.
He didn't even tell us the smell. Oh, sure. Okay. Until next time.
See you later.
I like to hear that. See you later. A little bow.
Bye-bye, Yufa and Mantis. See you later, Closery.
Ovi's adorable. I wasn't intending to visit a church, but I'm glad I got to speak with a follower of Sanctism. Wouldn't mind learning more about Sanctus in general. I'm curious about the differences between them and us. The Mustari, I mean.
Hey!
Heard what happened. I guess I need to check the chat. I gotta check the chat. Let me have a sip of water and I'll check the chat. So I was getting caught up in this. Because I assume that the youth is gonna go like, I just want to know for cultural enrichment, but that guy's gonna be like talking to her for the sake of converting her. It's probably gonna be misunderstanding. It's gonna be awkward. But yes, let's read some of the chat. Thank you very much, Chaotic, for the what happened. Oak says, the best part about the Minecraft movie was that one lady who fell in love with the villager and got into a very sexual relationship where she cucked her ex-husband with the villager. Yes. So for those who don't know, you probably heard about this. Jennifer Coolidge is in it. And she is delightful. She's perfect for the role. She's just like every other character that she ever plays. But she's so good as the lady who falls in love with the villager. Yes. I mean, it's like conceptually awful, but because it's Jennifer Coolidge, it kind of works. And Doc does Schedule C, I updated it. Doc says, look at that. Oak says, what an upstanding citizen. Quicket said, I have ice cream. Wow, we still on this part, huh? What part was it? Was it the Heismay part? Doc says, oh, that's what Heismay is on about. Lizard says, the Minecraft movie tie-in event on Bedrock was pretty cute. Oh, they had a tie-in movie? I did see, I think we talked about this a little bit, how there's a McDonald's thing where you can get like a meal with a blind box little toy, but they come with a code that lets you get like a skin for the game or something like that. I kind of want to get it, but there's only like one or two of the blind bag things that I'd want to get. And they have codes on them, but I don't know if I can ask them to do that. Because like, A, I don't know if they'd want to there. And B, the people who work at the McDonald's where I go to usually don't speak English. And so I don't know if I know how to ask them to do that. And so maybe if I just need a good group of people, we all go and then we trade the ones that we don't want. Doc says, Mantis has the eyes of a homophobic cat? That's a very specific type of eyes. What other homophobic cats are there out there that I could compare Mantis's eyes with? Is because of their, it's because they're heterochromia. I get it. It took me a second there. Oak says, Doc, what the F does this mean? It's because it's heterochromia. Hetero. Homophobic. Crystal says, chicken jockey. Yeah, Crystal! Doc says, Oak, you heard me. Moonlight says, I'm good. Just got home a little bit before stream. I've been out of town for a week working a Renaissance fair. Nice. I've never been to one of those. I have been down to Evermore before it closed, but not like actually to attend it. I was there for like a shoot one time, but it looked like a neat place. And Crystal with the emotes. Oak says, woo. And Doc says, I feel like the...
Hi, it's Beef Lunga here.
Hi, Beef Lunga.
And when I saw the Minecraft movie by watching my neighbor pirate it through their window, I related heavily to Jennifer Coolidge. I fell in love with my wife, Pork Shorta, in much the same way she fell in love with the villager we met after she hit me with her car. Boo.
Ah! I wanted to scream but right away, but I had water in my mouth. Well, and just the way that Jennifer Coolidge did it, because you can definitely tell there are Napoleon Dynamite vibes in some of the dialogue. Like the fact that Jason Momoa's character, what's his name, Garrett, I think, something like that, would talk about tater tots as tots, you know, just like in a Napoleon Dynamite. But just Jennifer Coolidge, the way that she always refers to her car as, because what was the thing? Are you mad at me? Everyone's usually mad at me when I hit them with my Jeep Grand Cherokee. Like the fact that she says Jeep Grand Cherokee instead of car. She's hilarious. She's great. She's delightful. But thank you so much, Oak, for the 50 bits for the beef longa. I appreciate it. Oh, and Beowulf over on YouTube with another comment saying, hey, Logan, what time did you go to see Minecraft today? What time was it? It was like 3:50 or something like that. You could actually check on Discord to see when my posts, when I was replying to stuff like to Vero and the Transformers channel, suddenly stopped for about 2 hours and then resumed. Why did you go see it? Were we at the same screening? I was trying to get go with you and Weedle, but I couldn't get any confirmation on when you guys would be down here. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Would you mind maybe visiting this place again with me? I admit I prefer not to go inside alone. Of course I will. Sure, it'd be a break. Yeah, it would be nice. It'll be nice. Of course I will.
Sure.
Of course I'll come with you.
Thank you greatly.
Yay. Thank you so much, but I'm warning you. I'm gonna chant your name while I sleep. So that you don't forget this promise. Oh, it's a thing they do in Mustari, that they chant your name so you don't forget a promise. I just thought she was being weird and stalkery obsessed with me. It was a bit odd. I mean, in real life, I'd love it if a girl's like, I'm gonna chant your name while I sleep. But in a video game with a character that I'm not in love with, that's a bit, then it's weird. I'm glad I invited you out. The outside world isn't as harsh toward pagans as I thought it would be. I can sense gratitude and a hint of relief on Yufa's smiling face. Yay! And we're level 2. We got such a long way to go. But we got a lot of days until Saints Day.
Recently, I lived with such fear.
Reduces mad cost for studying summoner lineage and reduces the chance of the whole party being inflicted with anxiety. That's great, because whenever that happens, that's awful. Oh, maybe she is going to be an MVP after all. Maybe there's going to be a good reason why she's voted the most popular character in the West. But there's something a little off about this church. I might just be imagining things. Maybe the sweet smell that she smells is them burning dead people. Like ash, like she would do it back in the island for rituals. Oh, I'm sorry, it's gotten quite late. We should start heading back. Let's see. Oh! Whoa! Thank you, Beowulf, for the objection. Does that mean I need to read some chat too? Does that mean I need to read some chat? And over on YouTube said, no, I'm conspiring with Weedle right now. Oh, so you guys still are planning to come down and see it, so I missed the chance to go see it with you guys. Tuesday is the day that I usually go just because it's cheap at Cinemark. It's like $5 movies, you know, as opposed to a matinee on other days where it's like $12 or whatever. Or maybe it's not 12, but it's a lot more. Back to the Virga Island Tavern. I hear a voice. I need to tell him. Please let it be that your dog is okay. Brigitte comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. We're gonna actually hang out with Juna instead of Brigitte, probably. Wait, did I just get a little blinky thing saying that we have a quest that's reportable? Oh, it's probably the one for Norris, because we need to give him the relic evening time. And we will, but it's just like there's no rush. Oh, what are you doing over here, Hulkenberg? Oh, you're looking at food that isn't bugs? How crazy. I've tasted many delicacies in my time, but they were all so delicious. I would be hard-pressed to choose a favorite, spelled with a U, 'cause I'm fake future sci-fi fantasy British. Yet I wonder, I often hear people say the food of their hometown stands above all else. If I return to Montario, would I feel the same? I guess. Okay. Oh, it's someone else here. Oh, it's Stroll. Hey, Stroll. We finally have our shot at Luis. All our effort has paid off. That's it.
Pork Shorta hit me with her car back in '07. I was uninjured from the car, but her beauty blinded me instantly. The sight of her big bahongas caused me to grow a mustache on the spot where we ended up kissing passionately. The static electricity from the kiss caused my hair to spike up like Goku. She is so much better than my ex-wife, who was a bug that died. Boo.
Ah! Thank you so much for the Beef Longa, for the 50 bits. So we learned the origins of Beef Longa's mustache and Goku hair. It was from seeing giant, what was the word? Bahongas you used. And his ex-wife, the one that ran off with the salmon, apparently was a bug. So we're learning so much here. Thank you so much for the 50 bits and for enriching us with these vital elements of Beef Longa lore, and for just letting us hear the Beef Longa TTS, which is always a delightful, fun thing. I wonder if he'd join me for a little break. Juna comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Let's see. But yeah, Oak was cheering for Crystal. Doc says, I feel like the prince has been dying for a really long time. I know. He should just commit. He's so wishy-washy. Is he dying? Is he living? What's he doing? Hi, Juna.
Hey.
I wonder when the fake lance will be ready. Waiting is the one thing I'm not good at. Haha, I'm implying I'm good at everything. Aren't I self-centered? Oh yes, I need to shop. I say you should accompany me, oh escort of mine. Everything is the perfect time. Oh, evening is the perfect time. There won't be as much fuss if I get spotted. Breaks are few and far between, so we should take them as they come, you and me both. I guess I'll come with you. I have mentioned before in chat that I do think that, like, for a date idea with a girl, taking her shopping, like accompanying her while she goes shopping, is actually a fun date idea. I wouldn't want to do it with Juna because I am not in love with Juna, but if Gallica wanted to, we could go find like tiny little clothes for tiny little outfits. Thanks. I'd like to go to Brylehaven. Mind if we take the runner? We were just in Brylehaven, Juna. I mean, I know it's fast travel, but it's a lot of fast travel. Hurts when they prestige me over there. Let's see. What is going on in the chat? Crystal says to Doc, for real? Nice. Doc says, who is Yufa? She has something on her forehead. I know. This is something really, you next time you see her, you should point it out to her and just like poke it to try and get rid of it. Oak says, pretty lady with bucket helmet. She also has Maya voice, but I missed the bucket helmet. We did see her polishing one on the ship, so she apparently has a backup one from the one that broke. Doc said she wears a pretty high fashion. I know. She has ponchos. Oh, another comment over on YouTube. Beowulf says, we're talking about the one I won't say, but it's near a certain place you know well, and a central place in Salt Lake on Tuesday. Oh, I know where that one is then. Okay. Well, if it's like next Tuesday, I don't think I'll be working that day. So I wouldn't be down in that neck of the woods anyhow. I'd have to make a special trip out there for it. But regardless, I hope you guys get to hang out and go see it. And I hope there's still cheering and respectful cheering, not the kind that would ruin the movie with like splashed Coke and popcorn and stuff like that. The air of the coastal town is simply divine, and so is the shopping for that matter. Oh crap, shopping. I should check when the next Idol's Day is. We probably need to like stock up on stuff before Saints Day. What are you buying? Do you have the money? Of course she has money. She's like a famous pop singer. What are you buying?
Hold on.
What could you need that you don't already have, huh?
Logan, you shop with Gallica all the time. She literally follows you everywhere. Boo.
Ah, what,
I had to say follows BC Automon doesn't like the other.
Oh, because it's going to be, follows with a Z. I had to look at that, so that makes sense. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. I feel like those are cases where she's accompanying me shopping. I'm saying go on a date with her while she's going shopping. She's looking for stuff. Because I feel bad if it's like, I'm looking for something in the store. Come with me while I run my errands. But like, if the girl wants to go something, it's like, oh yeah, I'll come with you. It'll be fun. I'll spend time with you, and it helps you get something done that you want to. I know it's like an unequal thing that way, but still, I wish Gallica could follow me in real life. I'm in love with Gallica, in case you haven't noticed. But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. What could you need that you don't already have? Oh, would you like the whole list? Clothes and perfume to start. A lady has expenses. The runner is sorely lacking in amenities, and if I'm frank, you're not Frank. Barden is Frank. Huh. It stinks of sweat.
Den.
So does Barden. I mean Frank. He stinks of sweat. So shall we, oh captain? Seeing as you're tagging along, I shall require both escort and porter duties. Duties of you. Child's voice.
Miss, aren't you the real Lady Juna? Would you sing a song for me? I'm just a little girl.
Of course, just for you.
Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand.
Well, this is actually nice of her that she's just doing this for a little kid on the street. Oh, and then it's no more lyrics. Just da 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 da.
Thank you. I love your songs. Even the part where you ran out of words and just went da 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 da. Or maybe you forgot them, I don't know. You're so pretty, Juna. I hope I can do as well as you someday.
Haha, why thank you. I'll be rooting for you. Not really. I'll forget about you in like 10 minutes. Goodbye forever.
Goodbye. I tripped and fell and cracked my head open and died. Oh well, at least she'll remember me, right? She will remember me, right?
What? Why the face? I could be plenty nice, you know. That little girl was Nydia, just like me. That's why you were nice to her, because you're racist? Was that really about singing? I'm gonna ask, is that why you were nice to her? So you're especially nice to Nydia. Well, I suppose it's not far off. Am I allowed to be a little racist? Nydia, do you have some things going on, you might say?
H do it as well as you. I misread that as do it with you
No.
and got really concerned because that girl is like 5.
I know, and thank you for the 10 bits. I think she said someday, but even then that'd be weird because that would make Juna a groomer. We're not gonna have Juna be a groomer. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. And so no, that was not. That was totally wholesome and appropriate until she left off screen and immediately died. But it was like a wholesome death. So thank you for the 10 bits. I should read some more comments in the chat because I am probably getting farther behind. I just noticed we are already on slow mode tonight. Actually, crap, we're over an hour to stream. I didn't think we were that far into stream already. Beowulf says, I'm currently talking to Weedle about when to see Minecraft. Darn it. Maybe I should have waited another week. Maybe then I would have been able to hang out with you guys. Doc says, yeah, you've stopped being unsavory about meat and bones. Krista with a little smiley face. Lizard says, shout out to the Japanese dub where Basilio calls Del Aniki. Oh, Aniki. Am I saying it right? Aniki, big brother. Basically every sentence. Oh, that's actually fun. I do like the thing that the really tall one's the young one and the short one's the older one. I like that. I like it when the little guy is the senior. It kind of reminds me of like Vegeta and Nappa and Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. Doc says, is she a witch? She's a priestess. But like a pagan priestess? So according to the Sanctus, probably? Oh, chaotic with a clip. Hang on. Let me load this up with a clip viewer. For those who are lurking or who don't know the drill, anytime someone posts a clip into our Twitch chat, I will load it up on the clip viewer and we can all watch it together and see what it was. And this will also tell me how far behind I am. Only 20 minutes behind. That's actually not bad at all. This clip is very succinctly titled, Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. May's kind-hearted determination and deep trust in me. Although I don't think he's going to be letting me around the urn anymore. Or the blender in the kitchen. I mean, just, you know, you never know if it's good till you try it. Waste not, want not. Just like you want to use every part of the buffalo, use every part of the dead kid. Science. I feel like that is a very pragmatic idea. I've never tried a dead kid smoothie. I'm not saying I would, but you know, maybe Mantis would. We shouldn't judge the fantasy cultures in this game of little fuzzy bat people. But thank you very much for the clip, Chaotic. I appreciate that. I love how that at the beginning there's like no context for that though, and then at the end it's like, oh, he's talking about like smooth. Oh yeah. Chaotic says clip. Doc says, you know what? She's very manic pixie dream girl. Wait, are you saying Yufa? For some reason, like manic pixie dream girl, I always think has to have like short hair, hence the pixie part of it. That's why you get like Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I always think of like the manic pixie dream girl. Which seems like a fun character type, but in real life it'd probably be a little bit insufferable. But I like short hair. I like Gallica's short hair. Unless Doc, are you saying that Gallica is a manic pixie dream girl because she's like literally a pixie and she's my dream girl and I guess kind of manic in some ways? Beowulf says dangerous. Well, it's gonna be dangerous, my friend. You'll need a mindset change for this if you cannot get away with playing safe for this. For this, you want to get home, put it all on the line, be dangerous. Oh, it's like song lyrics, I think. I think that's song lyrics. So those song lyrics, Doc says incredible reference. It was a song lyrics? I'm not sure. I didn't get the reference. Oak says, okay, full and lurk, I have finished consuming the steak. Welcome back. Thank you for consuming your well-done steak with ketchup on your sexy desk. Queen Katie says, I have devoured the ice cream. Welcome back. It's like symmetry, yin and yang. Steaks and ice cream. But welcome back. Beowulf says, it's a great song, and I could so play Hermes. Oh, so it's got to be from Epic the Musical then, huh? Oak says, Katie, we are so in sync. Oak says, for real, for real. Doc says to Beowulf, I do love Hermes. Wouldn't You Like is one of my favorite songs. And Beowulf says, his songs are the best, minus Little Wolf. Little Wolf is peak. All right, let's play some more of the game. Oh, hang on, I got to click this thing over here. There we go. Well, I suppose it's not far off. Nydia do have some things going on, you might say. People have no shortage of opinions about the Nydia. We're friendly liars, voracious cowards, streetwise swindlers. They say we conceal our true ugly faces behind beautiful transformative masks. Oh, hence the masked dancer archetype for her. Almost wants to make you burst out laughing, doesn't it? Juna, everything you said describes you to a T. Juna, huh?
Logan, my desk is not sexy. Even the desk you are thinking of, which also I isn't sexy, I don't even own. My desk is an IKEA Linman corner desk that was sadly discontinued. It is not sexy. Boo Logan rage.
Ah! Thank you so much for the 10 bits, I appreciate it. Well, if it's not sexy, then why do you draw it sexy? Huh? That's what I'm saying. Maybe the sexiness of a desk is in the eye of the beholder of the desk. Maybe the fact that it was discontinued creates a sense of rarity about it that makes people want it even more. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, I do appreciate it. And regardless, enjoy your sexy, sexy desk. Okay, let's keep going here. Living on the fringe is hardly life at all, so we work hard to fit in. We train at it. That's the Nydia secret. I'm sure that girl's life is no picnic, but I saw her eyes sparkle as she listened to me sing. If for even a fleeting moment I can lift the heart of a child putting her best foot forward, then I'll gladly sing mine out.
Oi! Oi! I wish you would sing for us. We're not kids, but we could have sparkles in our eyes. Oh, you saw that songstress? Where? Let's go find her.
Oh, I think it's my cue to exit stage left. Let's be on our way. Those people, they don't want a song from me. They want other things, and I have poor self-control, so I would probably give them whatever they want. Phew! Run away, run away, run away, run away. Running, 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 running.
Oh. The rumors were true. How fortune smiles. I hope I show up in the next hangout. This is foreshadowing. Yeah.
All right, so there's our Juna hangout. Oh, no, there's still more. Phew, think we're safe here? I only got through that without getting noticed, thanks to you. What do you mean not getting noticed? You bolted and everyone stared at you. I am so glad you were there, truly. Everyone was staring at you instead. The racism against Elda is so much more potent than the adoration for celebrities.
Greetings.
Greetings, I do apologize, but are you perhaps the Lady Juna? Oh, it's the guy we saw before. My name's Capra. I'm a merchant of textiles in this city. Might I have a moment of your time?
And then?
You see, we owe our prosperity to our laborers, and as such, we thank them with a festival in their honor once a year. I have the fortune of being in charge of this year's festivities, and I would very much like to make it a grand celebration. And you'd like me to sing, I take it? Yes, just so. Although our coffers are not so deep as the church, we would pay you. Oh, let's not quibble. I'll do it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I should have run that by you, but I'd like to take them up on the offer. I should be fine as long as they don't delay us. Well, not yet. You should do it. I want to hear you sing too. And if I say you can't, you should do it.
Sure.
Oh, there's a pin message. This is written by Crystal. Pinned by Crystal. Said Oak's desk is sexy. Well, Crystal never lies. Oak. Crystal. That's the whole thing, right? If Crystal says it, it must be true. I don't think it will interfere with our plans. You should do it.
Thank you.
I think it's wonderful that this festival is dedicated to the working class. I'll pour everything I have into making it a memorable performance. And as for you, I'll make sure you have a front row seat as my reliable escort, porter, and captain should. I can sense Juna's pride as a songstress and her deep trust in me. Her deep trust in me. Level 2! Crap, so both her and Yufa are so low.
Fun.
Masked Dancer Enlightenment. I mean, I feel like Juna, though, we can't really help it, because even though we met her in the last dungeon section with Luis's Gauntlet Runner and that whole thing, we were forced to do that dungeon at the very end of that period of time. And so we didn't unlock her as a thing until this section. Anyway, Masked Dancer Enlightenment, reduce the mad cost studying the Masked Dancer, and triumphant hymn. After battle, all party members recover a little MP. Oh, that's amazing! And I'm assuming she doesn't need to be in the party, right? It's just a passive, yeah?
Hey, Crystal can think that, but it's not an inherent property of my desk. That's just Crystal own desk kink. Boo.
Ah!
Also, Gallop redeemed a clip roulette earlier, but no mods.
Oh, was Crystal not here anymore? I'll tell you what, we'll give Crystal a second to do a clip roulette, if she is. If she doesn't do it the next minute or so, I'll go ahead and do it myself, because that'll mean that she just stepped away. But thank you, Oak, for the 10 bits, and thank you for the heads up about that. And Crystal, I didn't know you were into desks. I thought you were into, like, long-haired, burly guys named Elliot. I think I see that the clip roulette is happening. Oh, it's a Danganronpa one!
Hey,
Oh, but Nora's not here.
Okay, go around this half pipe. Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah. Oh, there's a question. Let's go up this way. All right.
Oh, it's before we did the psyche taxi, and I realized what his brain does.
Involved in this, I don't even think about what's going on in the outside world.
That was back when I thought maybe he had the same mini game as Hajime. Oh, the Danganronpa V3 days when I did not have a good microphone. Once again, thanks to Jorge for funding this microphone. Excuse me. I had to clear my throat there a little bit. I should probably play a little bit more of the game now. And what's the, oh yeah, I've recovered a little bit MP. Oh, but I'm afraid that has quite extended my shopping list. Let no expense be spared for the festival. Oh. I accompanied Juna as she shopped for a bit, and then we returned to the inn. Oak says, I'm trying out a new art program. Hang on.
And the age of
New king draws near. Corel Painter, because it's supposed to be more similar to real painting and has really good brushes, but it's really difficult to use so far. Well, I hope you're enjoying it maybe a little bit. Queen Gator said, please, I want to adopt Ovi. She was adorable. We should. Doc says, can we put Ovi in the team and put Ovi into highly dangerous scenarios? Of course, Doc, what is the point of adopting a child if we do not endanger that child at every opportunity? Oak says, there's a lot of lag with my brushes, and I don't know if if it's a problem with my settings or the program. Well, I hope it gets better. Speaking of lag, anybody been experiencing it so far tonight? On either here on Twitch or on YouTube? Because I haven't seen any error messages on YouTube, so maybe it's okay. Oh, and there's another pin message, a new one, written by Chris that said, excuse me, who said I have a desk kink? My kink is praising? Praising? That sounds like a combination of the word praising and a raisin. Is that where you praise a raisin? And it's like, oh, you're such a good raisin. You used to be a grape, but now you're such a good shriveled up dried grape. So your kink is being praised, apparently. It was Oak who said that you have a desk thing. Wait, hang on. Did I see a flash on the pin message that looked like a Vero thing? But now I see one, Crystal saying, LoganRobo's great and last played Metaphor ReFantazio. Give a follow it. Is Vero here? Vero says no lag, Vero! Vero, hi! How long are you able to stay here? I know that you probably need to get going fairly soon. You said you can only pop in to say hi. We were all talking earlier about sending you our best thoughts and wishes with your grandma. Everyone in the chat agrees. We hope that she gets feeling better. We hope her surgery goes well and recovery goes well. Let me know how long, if Vero does answer how long this visit is able to be, please somebody pin and let me know. There's a letter in a package from Frank.
Look at this.
I wish I could do more, but for now, this'll have to do. Stay safe, spirit dust. Oh, Vera says, hi, I'm here for a bit. Okay, I'll assume that means a while. Yay! Vera, we missed you for the first part of stream. Although Crystal has been fairly responsible as mod. There was only one attempted stabbing of me tonight so far that I know of. So, and that's pretty good. I hear monsters have made themselves quite comfortable in a cave near the royal capital. It used to be a bandit's hideout, but then those beasts moved in. Clever lot, aren't they? Holed up in a place like that. It seems like hunting them down will be quite the chore. So it does. 'Twas a bandit hideout, so it can be assumed that the layout will be quite labyrinthine and ripe with spots from which to ambush intruders. If we leave the situation alone, there definitely will be casualties. We've accepted a request, so let's head there later. We'll do when there's like a day that nobody else has anything going on. Flames Day, afternoon. How many more days do we have until Saints Day? Probably at least 10, I bet.
Well then.
Oh, exactly 10. How about that? Oh crap. My I'm not pulsing with any follower. Nobody wants to hang out? No, no. I mean, I guess I could go up there now, but I don't think I should go up there yet. So we'll probably pick a character trait, one of the royal virtues, and try and level that up, and then just go to the evening and hang out with maybe Juna again? Maybe Yufa's gonna be in the evening now? Oh, wait. Is that oh, that's a grayed out speech bubble. So yeah, let's save, and then I guess find a royal virtue to upgrade. I also should try the Colosseum again at some point. Let's see. Oak says, or read that. Quick said, the little bow, keyboard slam. Oak says to Doc, this is our most dangerous mission yet. Bring out the 4-year-old. Quick said, ironically, In Stars and Time was about this sorta lol. Doc said, shall I compare thee to a homophobic cat? Oak says, no, I didn't think we had mods. Quick salutes. Lizard said, Yufa's name reminds me of the Lotta Heart in her first showing. Is it okay if I admit that I'm not a fan of Lotta Heart? I did not particularly enjoy her character. I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I am not a Lotta Heart enjoyer. Okay, so let's, oh yeah, if we check the map, it ought to be able to tell us. Is there anywhere, wait, okay. Yeah, here we got, which royal virtue is that? I always gotta try and remember which button, this one. Eloquence. Oh, it's probably to give a speech. It's pretty low though. You know what, here, let's do this. If our followers, some of them will probably need me to like have some new trait in order to level up. How are we gonna find Katharina, by the way? She isn't gonna be driving around her gauntlet runner anymore. Cause she's not like in the tournament. I'd like to go visit, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. I hope we see her again soon. Let's go check with Barden, or Frank, I'm sorry, Frank. And see what trait he needs. I'm sure that there's some, let's check with these folks. I know that Alonzo, we need maxed out courage. Let's see what Barden needs. Let's see what Maria needs.
You've come.
Oh, you're here, glad you're well. We can't let the human get any closer to town. Y'all good and ready yet? Maybe I ought to head out to take down the human that might endanger Martira. I'd like to get our behinds over there right now, if you got no issues. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought I needed something. Oh, maybe we need to fight him before we can level up. Okay, so maybe we'll do that today. Instead, all right. Let's check the other followers. I want to see what Maria needs, because Maria might just need me to give her another picture or something like that. I don't know what to do. I don't think Maria would have too much to say given my current tolerance is what she needs, okay? What about Hulkenberg?
All right.
Hulkenberg comes to mind. I don't know if they'll talk to me right now, though. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. Let's hang out with Frank. Let's go kill something with Frank. Let's see what I have here.
What now?
I believe I equipped the my new buddy here, which I don't think it only has chase support, makes support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in the overworld, and Void Wave. That's heavy wind magic. I mean, it'd be good to level him up, but let's make sure that he has some inherited skills real quick. And yeah, because we have 4 slots, so we can at least give him a bunch of other things. And then yeah, let's do this. Let's go kill some stuff. The human, I don't know what the human's gonna be weak against, so we may die. But let's see, what are some things we can give? We should get at least 1 healing thing. So Medica. We should also get Patra. And then let's get some offensive stuff. I don't know what kind of stuff Frank has, but we should give ourselves maybe, that's medium light. We already got lots of wind. Weak electricity. Let's do medium fire and medium electricity, or medium fire and medium ice. Yeah. And hope that those things are good enough.
All right.
Oh, and we gotta unlock that. Okay, yeah, I got plenty. This is good, yeah.
Well, since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for Loda Heart. What? Did not care for Loda Heart? How can you even say that, Logan? Didn't like her. Logan, she's so good. She's like...
Oh, she's like the perfect way. It's gonna be that she insists upon Upon her. Is this upon herself or however it goes? I think the perfect witness. This is what everyone always says. Whatever they say, it's like, oh my. Everyone always says southern accent, lying in court for comic relief. Listen. Thank you, Vero. Now I'm imagining all of us in chat are in our basement dungeon and it's just flooding up to our necks and we're all dying. And that's very sad. And Vero! Vero, I think of those 10 bits, Vero. Huh?
Some people say my wife Pork Shorta looks weird, or a lot like Vegeta, or has 6 arms, but I think she's beautiful. Her bonkers are massive and her heart is even bigger. She saved 19 cats from trees in the past 18 hours. I love Pork Shorta Boo.
Ah! Thank you very much for the beef longa TTS. Her, do we say bazongas, bahangas, whatever word you're saying. If she has a big heart, I hope those are big, because they gotta be big to leave room for that gargantuan heart that she has. And I don't know how literally to take the 6 arms thing, but if she looks like Vegeta, that works out great, because Beef Longa looks kind of like Goku. But thank you very much for the 50 bits. I appreciate that. And yeah, let's hang out with Frank here and see what happens. Let's go kill the thing. Apparently that's what we need to do. We don't need to level up royal virtues. We need to go kill a thing. So yeah, let's do this. Wait, did we save? I can't remember if we saved. Hold on a second while I save.
Sorry.
Uh-oh, I need that. Save. And let's stagger our saves, just for funsies. And then yeah. I didn't think we were gonna have any combat tonight, but I might die. Is Queen Katie still here to check in case I die? Because it might just be the 2 of us. I don't know if he has any good attacks. Okay, let's do this. Yes, let's go.
I thank you.
I'm so very grateful. I don't even know how to express it to ye or your pals. It seems to have taken refuge in the desert nearby. I can lead the way if you don't mind taking your gauntlet radar.
So we're gonna have like a whole day of gauntlet runner traveling also. Let's see, Doc says, the sweet smell. Oh, we're already out there. The sweet smell is the innocence of the children, the bird at the stake. Gallop says, is it haunted? Lizard says, called her UFO. Oh, instead of UFO for my playthrough. Maybe we could call her UFO, if we say it fast enough. Doc says Hulkenberg. Oak says Hulkenberger, the goat. Weeda says, I'm struggling to draw a circle right now in the VC. It's hard to do. I can't draw a circle very well. Doc says, Stroll! Oak says, yes, his ex-wife was a bug who ran away with a salmon and Beef Longa killed them both. Wait, he killed them both? They both had a son that died that was also a bug, I think, but I don't remember. Doc says, what is her outfit? Are we talking about the Juna's outfit? It's like a 70s... it makes me think of like a go-go dancer, but you should see her in a performance outfit. It's basically like a lace doily just like draped over her mostly naked body. Doc says, I think ... I think I hate her design. Oak says her eyes are scarier than Logan. Lizard said she looks like she escaped an Austin Powers movie, and I love it. Ooh, okay. Oh, and by the way, Oak, I was gonna say I've still got that Grimlock over here in that box, and I don't know what to do about it. Vero, should I open the Grimlock at some point? Vero, should I open the new Grimlock? I heard the ground rumble. If we wait here, it's bound to show itself.
Yeah.
I'm feeling something. Emotions for protagonist. It's gotta be here.
Huh? Montes! Oh, that's a human. It's got like arms and legs or something. Oh, it's this thing again. It ate us and then pooped us out. How about that? Then we should know what it's weak against, right? Crap, I hope it wasn't lightning. I didn't bring any lightning.
I stand with you.
Oh, wait, we got the whole party here.
Hold high, everyone.
Oh, crap.
Stand strong.
I didn't know we were bringing this party.
Remember when you ate us? Well, I sure do.
I know, Calica. It was the poopocalypse. I should probably pop Stroll out and bring in Yufa to make sure that she gets experience then. Oh, wait, no, we do have Yufa. Wait, who do we not have? Oh, so no, we do have the 2 people who don't get experience for free.
Soon enough.
So we're fine. I thought that Frank was gonna fight with us.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Oh crap, I should have had Heisme though, because he'd be able to steal stuff from this thing. Maybe we could tag in Heisme or something like that. I don't remember what it was weak against. So let's just try stuff.
Okay, speaking of saving cats from trees, I need to talk about this. Guys, zone out for 30 seconds. But
Okay.
Logan, I know you haven't watched Tess, but Therese and EP with Swindleware to convince the kids to help him. He sell off Hardtop as an orphan saver and someone WHO feed.
Oh, and someone who feeds kittens and Poor Thing was arrested by the bad Autobots, and now I feel like Hardtop is just that to me. Every time I see him, I'm always saying in a fawning woman voice, oh my gosh, it's Hardtop the orphan saver. That is delightful. I love that. And I love Swindle. Swindle is fantastic. Sorry, we were talking about Transformers stuff. But I think that's great. I don't think I have a toy of Hardtop, sadly. I do have, the reason why they made the brothers, because they did do a repaint of Hardtop as Swindle. And I've got that somewhere, I'm not sure where, but I don't think I ever had a Hardtop toy. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, we're trying fire on this thing. Because I don't remember what it's weak against. Oh crap, it's got a lot of hit points. Well, syntheses are unlocking. What are they? Winning Horse deals severe physical strike damage to one enemy, extreme almighty damage to all enemies, extreme magic almighty. Let's try wind. See what's weak against that. And I think I might actually tag Stroll out and bring in Heismay just to try and steal some stuff.
Dark mode Logan takes after Hardtop. He saves orphans instead of endangering them.
How dare that dark mode Logan? He probably does it in ways that aren't entertaining to watch, and so that's probably the problem. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, we can skip this animation there. And I do need to remember how we change people out. So what we do is we go to tactics, right? And switch teammates. And want to swap out Stroll for Heismay.
I'll withdraw.
And yeah, we're just gonna try and steal some stuff because I don't think this guy's gonna kill us.
Give you the performance of a lifetime.
That doesn't look like someone's gonna be able to kill us, right?
Behold this power.
So let's just do. We have anything that decrease one? Let's debuff it just to be safe, though. Oh, it's already debuffed like twice. Let's just debuff it again.
Weak spot.
And just make it really weak. Then it won't be able to do much of anything to us. And we're going to be fine. Again, I didn't know we were gonna have a mini boss fight. Ow. Don't hurt Heismay. Queen Katie will be sad. Swiping her. Ow. Actually, it's a good thing we debuffed it. That was a lot. Okay, so bro, you're actually gonna do some healing here. I should read some more in the chat, by the way. Queen Katie says, speaking of Nydia, I miss Alonzo. I know we gotta max out Courage before we can hang out with him again. Lizard says, love Alonzo. Oh, Lizard, since you're new, Lizard doesn't know my theory. And don't spoil it if I'm wrong or if I'm right. I have been hoping the entire time, ever since like his village burned down and his mom died, I'm hoping that is a con. And that his mom didn't actually die. That was someone pretending to be his mom, pretending to die. And at the very end, it's gonna be like, it's all just the con. It's gonna be sad if it's not, because I think we only have like 1 or 2 more hangouts with him. Okay, can you do a good synthesis? That's just more fire and wind, which I guess he's not weak against. Cures 1 ally status ailments, 10% recovery for the next 3 turns. Yeah, just, I guess, keep doing that.
It is your turn.
Skip that animation. And there we go, Heismay, head up to the front and steal something, get a rare treasure from this dude.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, kid. Teleport's behind you.
Oh, it did say it doesn't have anything? I thought, hang on.
For you. You might say it's to die for.
Oh, so there's no rare item. There's a question about the rare is blank, there's nothing. Well, we'll screw that then, Heismay. I'm gonna get rid of you and bring back Stroll, because Stroll probably has more powerful stuff. And
This is just what I need.
okay, it just keep attacking. Everybody, use a lot of MP, it doesn't matter. We don't need to hold anything back, but this thing has a lot of hit points. I'm a little bit worried about how this fight is going. Oak says, I feel it actually feels later to me, because normally when I make food during stream, it takes longer. Wow! What? Human! Say, oh crap, she's gonna die. She gonna die.
You was down. Someone help her.
But we don't have a death counter for her, so it's okay. It's okay that she's dead. Let's heal everybody else. This is not going well. This is not going well.
Quite a boon.
You was down.
I know we're gonna take care of this. This is fine. This is fine. But we are gonna switch Stroll back in because I think he has better like attacks and things. So let's pop you out, bring in Stroll, and then Juna's gonna bring her back to life with an item.
Just the dance for you.
Where's the stuff that brings people back to life? Restores 50. No, we want fully there we go. KO. And yeah, let's do one of these actually.
Can't let it go unused.
Even though I'm trying to preserve those.
Freedom of a
And then you
wanderer.
could be on offense and do more Void Wave against Bro.
Wind.
Maybe we should try and lower this thing's defense. Because we already reduced its attack a lot. And I think it's trying to hurt us.
Badly
Oh,
hurt. Get her some healing.
we will. When we fought this before, did we know what it was weak against?
You look like you're about to drop.
So fire and wind is all we've tried against the thing. Because that's like all we've got.
Aid. There's another way.
So let's just, I guess, keep doing more of that. Do the wind thing against it. That'll keep, because I think that debuffs it every time. That'll keep its attack way down low.
I shall fight it. Are you prepared?
You've got Thunderblade, so we could try Lightning. See if it's weak against that, maybe. Yes. Do that.
The power of lightning.
And we'll have Protag heal when it gets back around to him.
It's too early for my exit.
And we're going to have you actually pass your turn, because if you miss, we'll lose that turn, and I don't want to risk that. So we got to do healing.
I am grateful.
And then we should try some physical attacks, because Lightning doesn't seem to have been
the power said to belong to a priestess.
a weakness. You don't have any physical attacks, though, really. So let's just do, just do that thing against it again. Oh boy, this thing is hearty. Sandstorm. Was I supposed to wait a lot longer before we fight this thing? I'm starting to think I might not have been prepared. Oak says, but I started to make it before stream. Lizard says, Manny Petty Dream Curl, she gets her nails done. Okay. Oh, hey, Barden. What are you doing? Oh, everyone's attack, defense, hit, evasion. Oh, thanks, Barden. Did you see he just pulled a Futaba? Or a Fuka? Either way. Okay, but Lizard, you mentioned many petty things. Am I the only person who is not like attracted to like when girls have really long nails and they do the thing? It like grates on me every time I see this in like a TikTok video where a girl will like hold up something. It's like, oh, look at this, and does the little. Okay, that didn't make the sound, but like the little clicky thing with the nails. Like, Oak says, Logan Gallica is real. Just look at your screen right now. She's there. Just grab her out. Well, I can't see her right now. She's not on the screen at the moment.
Wait, who's Barden? Don't you mean Frank?
Frank! I'm sorry, slip of the tongue.
I am.
Slip of the tongue, it's Frank. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oh crap, was there a boo? Did I miss a boo because I was an Oak one? I'm sorry if I spoke over the boo, but thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Oak says, ignore the Gallica's not on screen at the time of setting this. I'm assuming by the time he gets here, Gallic will be there. Oh, but she's not. She's not, huh?
But consider,
In the name
good
of
back
justice.
scratches.
Okay, yes. But I think they don't need to be long. They just have to be like a little bit long for that. And that is true because, like, as I've mentioned before, there's the old saying that the fastest or the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. For me, it's through back scratches. If a girl can give like a good back scratch, I am just like,
Now,
I'm
what's the
putty
play?
in her hands. So that is a good point, Vero. And thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Let's try some physical attacks against Bro. I mean, this is for everybody use a lot of MP, but we don't really need to conserve that very much. So let's try that. Raging Edge. Still only 370.
Captains, they've slowed you
Too
down.
early for my exit.
Do we have anything that can... Oh, you know what we could do? I mean, you could do a synthesis that would give it a one-time weakness, but the problem is that this next time it'll... I think it just goes to Pro Tag next, we'll have to heal, and so that won't do any good now. But let's see, do we have any items that will debuff its defense? Where's the debuffing things? That's here, right? Where's the corrosive? Is that it? Decreases defense of one enemy for 3 turns. We have like 12 of them. So let's do that a little bit, maybe?
This should be good.
And maybe we can do some more damage. You're gonna do some healing, and then we'll do another attack, and then it'll hurt us again, because it likes hurting us for some reason.
I shall do my best.
I should also probably move the ladies onto the back row, because they seem to have lower defense stats.
I pray you're ready.
And, just summon Eagle Lion on this thing.
Come forth now.
Let's see, Crystal with a timestamp, 1:10:20. Okay, so I am about a half hour behind, a little under half hour behind. Not too bad, I don't think. Oak says, I don't draw it sexy, I drew Teddy sexy, and you assume that's my desk drawing was sexy too. This is a you problem. Why are you drawing Teddy as a desk? That's weird. Said, you are the ones who sexually attracted my desk. Crystal says, Oak's desk is sexy. Oak says, guess Crystal is too. Also, Crystal Gal redeemed Logan clip roulette earlier. Doc said her hair looks like the wigs from Metopia. Which one are we talking about, Juna? I always think of Splatoon because they look like the big kind of weird tentacly things. Okay, we still don't know what what this thing is weak against. Do you have any synthesis attacks that we haven't tried? Okay, these are all the same type of stuff we've tried on it.
Something else. No
So,
holding back.
let's just keep doing... That's only medium. And use a lot of MP. But I guess might as well. Okay, Thunderblade. 402 is decent.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for.
And once again, her synthesis would leave us with only one turn, which we'd have to use to heal. So, okay.
Behold
You...
this power.
Do we have any repels one enemies? Physical skill, increase one ally's attack for 3 turns. Okay, let's buff up our bros even more. Let's get your attack up some more, Stroll.
How's this?
I owe you. It's okay.
And you
Soul hacker
do some healing again.
with healing power.
This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Oh, chaotic with a highlight. It says gives Logan a cake. I'm a baker in training. I shall give you any sweets that I can make. Chaotic, please tell me it has buttercream frosting. I love buttercream frosting.
Hi chat, wearing a suit and rolling a persuasion roll. You guys probably know of the Ina trend happening around. If anyone makes a Logan version, I'll send Pearly and Mia pics for them.
Oh, for those who don't know, that Vero is talking about Mia and Pearly the
Everyone is
cats,
counting on me.
not just like the characters from Ace Attorney. But yes, that reminds me, I wanted to say to you, I actually saw a Transformers one online that I was going to post to the Discord, but it has some slight spoilers from the Marvel comics that you still haven't read yet, so I didn't want to spoil you on that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate it. I think that, I think you rolled a nat 20 on that. You got it. You got it good. Okay, let's keep summoning Eagle Lion to make sure its attack stays as low as possible. And did I say thank you for the 10 bits? Thank you for the 10 bits. Lizard with some emotes. Vero does the Logan clip roulette. It says, I'm here. Oak says Vero. Crystal says Vero. Oak says, we love you, Vero. Quickita says Vero.
Trivial.
Oak says, I really hope you and your grandma will be okay. Oak says, Crystal, you're the one who said my desk is sexy, not my sesk is dexy. That's a different thing altogether. Okay, and just keep attacking, bro.
The power of lightning.
The power of lightning!
And you, actually, yeah, you're gonna move to the back row again because you're gonna be like trying to do some more. Actually, the buff didn't seem to do all that much. Maybe that you should stay on the offensive as well. Yeah, stay on the offense. We got it down to half. As long as it doesn't have like a really beefed up second phase where like the second half it attacks much more strongly. I think if it just stays at this level, we should be fine. We just got to play very defensively, very conservatively, and we will be okay.
This is the power.
Headcoat says my sesk is Dexy. No, I said that's not it. No. But thank you so much, Vero. I appreciate that. And summon Eagle Lion again. Ha! It's got so much HP. Defense return to
When
normal.
I
Crap.
first came out as trans, I had to explain what it is to one of my friend's younger cousins. And when I explained, she asked, so when are you gonna finish your transformation? And I think that's very funny. I am a transformer.
Ooh.
Oob.
Wah! Oh, it was oob. It wasn't a boo. Well, defense return to normal. Okay, what happened? So it burrowed underground. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. And we approve of Transformers here. So I don't think that we can hit it down there.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
So I think this is one of those things where we all want to go to the back row and guard. Except we're gonna need, actually we're only gonna need to do a tiny bit of healing. So Stroll, I think he's pretty strong, generally speaking. So he's going to top up Protag with a healing item so the Protag will be able to defend. Just give Protag some medicine. Wait, why is my agility way down?
Yeah.
Yeah!
That helped.
Don't
And-
underestimate me.
And our attack is way down. So yeah, go to the back row. You're already in the back row, and we're gonna guard.
Defending for now, Captain.
It's okay.
And you're gonna go to the back row, and you're gonna guard.
Everyone is counting on me.
And you're gonna guard.
shall
Because
persevere.
it's gotta be down there to like do a big attack, right? See? See? What? Oh, and it did hardly anything to us because I was smart. Ow! And that even did hardly anything to us because I was smart. Yay. Yay. Hidden evasion returned to normal. Okay, that's good then.
Time to go offensive.
Yes, run back over the front. And Thunder Blade on the thing.
I call the
I should read
lightning.
some more in the chat. I'm sure I'm getting farther behind, but I'm actually having to think about this.
This'll be over soon enough.
Okay, you are going to use one of our healing items, does just a little bit of healing on everybody. Yeah, like one of these fairy dusts. Just top everybody off a tiny little bit.
Let's get some use out of this.
And then we'll have the other two attack, because they'll have, I think, some strong attacks.
Helpful as ever.
Let's see, where did I leave
Freedom
off?
of a wanderer.
Crystal says, excuse me. Oh, that was pinned earlier. Oak says, Crystal, you're the one who said my desk is sexy. Vera says, yep, she's getting her surgery in like an hour or so, but want to say hi and just hang out. Okay. Vera, please keep us updated. I hope her surgery goes well. All right, so are you at the hospital right now, or are you home waiting to hear from her? Doc says, Vera. Vera says, Doc. Oak says, Vera is the best person of all time. I mean, definitely up there. Okay, Void Wave. And decrease their attack for 3 turns. Yes, let's keep decreasing its attack with more of this stuff. Keep its attack as low as possible.
Here I go.
And that also lowers attack for 3 turns. Unfortunately, it doesn't stack beyond 3, it seems. But we're doing okay. So anytime it does that big thing, we just all run away and defend. Let's see. Lizard says, makes sense why you're a mod then, Crystal. Quigita says, aw, give her all the love we hold. And then some little heart emotes. Oh, huh? Okay, it's gonna dig underground again, right? That actually did a fair amount more damage to us, though.
They've slowed you down.
So, and we're actually, crap. Yufa's starting to run low on MP already. Let's have you, do we have any item that restores a lot to everybody? Crap. Do you have a healing?
I shall vanquish evil.
Oh, darn it, did I not? Wait, no, I do have this. He has weak HP recovery for everybody. Let's do that. And then as long as everybody defends, we should still be pretty good. And then Protagonist will be able to do a regular heal next turn. Stroll's just going to kind of tank it. Oh, yeah, see, that got us all maxed up. You are going to guard.
I'll be fine. Juna,
You're going to go back and you're going to guard. Oh, crap, I forgot to put Stroll in the back row.
power said to belong to a priestess.
Stroll's going to get hurt. Stroll's going to get hurt real bad. Sudden rise. Roar. Oh, yeah, not too bad. And then swiping arc. Oh, crit it! No, don't critical him. Sandstorm.
Stroll's badly wounded.
Stroll is barely alive.
Heal him.
Okay. Not ideal. I think we're gonna have
Stroll can't
Stroll's gonna do some healing in addition to Protag's healing, I think.
Are you well?
That helped.
I am grateful. Thanks.
See, okay, then Stroll could just get an item.
Not just the dance for you.
You're gonna give an item. Sorry, I'm having to think about what I'm doing. And just give some medicine to Stroll. Is that all it's gonna take? Maybe? He's still not gonna be maxed out, but then he'll be fairly close to top up, and then we'll do 2 attacks.
I will fight. Let's go.
And you're going to do Void Wave.
Wind.
There we go.
Juna,
I shall do my best.
And you, this probably, oh, you can't afford even to do that anymore. Okay, so you are just going to pass your turn then. I didn't know that she was worthless now.
Now, what's the play?
And then you can go forward and you can attack with Thunder Blade. I guess. Crap.
The power of
This is taking so long. We're gonna run out of MP. Oh no, you missed! Stroll. I should read, oh, probably the Sandstorm. I think that's what Sandstorm does. Ow! Let's see. Vera said, will do. Oak with the child command. Vera said, no lag. Oak says, no lag. Thank you guys for checking. Vera said, hi, I'm here for a bit. Chris says, yes. Oh, thank you, Frank.
Charge!
Just defense that time, but that's okay. That's what we need, is defense. So, you guard.
Captain,
Let's stay calm.
they've slowed you down.
You guard.
This is the
You guard.
I shall persevere.
And you go back and you do healing
Vanquish evil.
on everybody. Even though it's just weak, it should top us up pretty well. Let's see. Crystal says yes. Oak says we got even more beef lore galore. Vera said I keep missing beef lore. Lizard says I do modding because of that, and because I love abusing my power. That's the way to do it. Doc says, how do you even stab a Longa? Usually by just shouting stab. Oak says to Doc, you just say stab Slogan, and he gets stabbed. Yeah, it's because I just trust and believe you all far too much. All right, you're gonna give us all another one of those items, another fairy dust. on everybody, then everybody else can go on the...
That helped.
Thank you.
Oh crap, it was Yufa that should have done that, not Juna, because Juna still has MP. I am dumb.
Forward.
Go back to the front.
By this power.
Void wave the crap out of this thing.
Scour.
We might have to use some MP items that I've been hoarding.
Everyone is
I don't think that I was prepared for this.
After you.
Yes.
I can't afford to. Closing the distance.
Closing the distance. Thunderblade. Crap. Maybe I should do. Yeah, we're gonna have to reduce the severity of the attacks that we're doing.
Power of fire.
170. Oh, that's a heck of a lot less though.
This is just what I
Crimson
need.
Fire. Oh, 42. Crap, that's a lot. Oh, but she has like a lot of MP for some reason. So keep doing that, Gorl. Yeah.
Raging fire.
Let's see, I'll keep reading some more, because this fight's taking a long time. Vera said mods will jump. Get down, Mr. President style. Quickly said wrong one again. I'm trying to find the one that we got today. What number is it? There's some quotes. Quickly said thank you. Oh, Crystal does some gambling. Lizard says gambling addiction. Doc says no, Logan, that just makes you based. A lot of heart is annoying. Yay. I am based, apparently. Okay, go to the back row.
I can take
You're
it.
gonna guard.
Even my strength will be needed.
You're gonna
I shall
guard.
Take a defensive stance.
I shall
You're gonna go to the back row. You're gonna use just a fairy dust because you need to conserve your MP a little bit, and that'll
This should
top
work.
everybody off a dab,
That was helpful.
most of the way.
Thank you.
And then you're gonna guard as well. Oh crap! This is a harder fight than I was expecting. I thought I was gonna be ready, but I'm not ready. Let's see. Oak says, Lotta Hart is fine as a character, but her lying so much according to being blatantly unreliable just for everyone to believe her is annoying. Lizard says, I basically love every Ace Attorney character, even Larry Butts, that monster.
Charging it.
But to each their own. If there are Lotta Hart enjoyers out there, I will not speak out against you. Just keep doing Void Wave. We gotta keep its attack level down. Wind! Doc says, I'm sure someone out there is fond of her southern style, but that person is not me. Lizard says, Gumshoe and Apollo are my husbandos. Oh, Lizard, you gotta be careful around Tiff, though, because Tiff is already married to Gumshoe. The two of you are gonna have to share. Okay, what can we do?
Let us combine our powers.
Summon the Dragon God. We could do that. That would use up 2. Summon the Eagle God. That's already decreasing attack. She's got like a lot of MP. So yeah, let's do that. As long as it doesn't miss, I think we should be fine. So yes.
Get him. Help me.
708, that was
Can't
good.
afford to hold back.
And then you, Stroll, you're actually gonna do some
I
healing.
shall vanquish evil.
Because we're hurt just a little bit.
Are you well?
That helps.
Oak says to Doc,
Thank
that
you.
person is Nora. Quickita says, add quote, let's go kill something with Frank. Doc says, Athena is forever my favorite. Oh, crap. Stroll, why do you get critted, bro? That gives him another turn. Oh, Sandstorm. Oh. And Ground Burrow. Well, great. Well, just
Your
dandy.
down.
Okay.
Guards up.
Guard.
So I'll get
Go
some
back.
Juna, your
Guard up.
feet
Guard.
I shall do my best.
Guard.
Now is the time to defend.
Go back.
What's the play?
And use healing.
Oh, healing light.
Oh my gosh, we gotta be getting close to getting this guy right. I think we have him under 25% of his health. But this is getting harder. We're running low on MP. And I don't want to use the potions I'm hoarding. What good are potions I've hoarded if I actually use them? Lizard says, remember to save regularly. I'm trying to. There was Vero. Oh, that was TTS'd earlier. I gotta scroll. Lizard says cantaloupes. Oh, look, it looks sad. It looks sad that it's dying.
Now for a grand maneuver.
Do you have any good? Flicks all enemies 1 to 5. No, we're not gonna do that. You
Fast dancer.
are yeah, because you got a ton, so you're gonna keep doing Crimson Flame. Yes, just do it. It's a lot. We need to do some damage to this thing. Come on.
They sure don't give up easy.
Oh, it's still alive.
Done.
Okay. Protag, how's your
Time for some
you
close combat.
actually we're gonna have Stroll heal.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you're gonna once again do a Void Wave. Because we need to kill this thing, come on.
They dodge.
No!
Everyone is counting on me.
You're gonna tag out so Stroll can heal.
Samurai.
Wait,
Try not to
Logan.
worry.
I want to do the
Thanks.
Longa fan art. Do you
Thank
still
you.
have the picture of him
Thank
so
you.
I can use as a reference?
Yes, I do. I believe he's in my thank you for the 10 bits. I believe he's in my pre-show render, so hang on just a minute and I'll pull that up for you in just a second. I guess it's not fan art, but it was the character that Z Diggity and I created during the game Dream Daddy. So give me just 1 second here once we get to a menu. There we go. I don't have him on this, so I'm just going to very briefly switch over to the pre-show starting soon screen. And let's see, I just got to find. There he is. And there he is. There is Beef Longa with a Goku hair, the big spiky, slightly reddish eyebrows, the yellow visor, the turquoise mustache, that's technically a piercing, but we like to think it's a piece of rice. The shirt that looks like the carpet of like a 90s arcade or something like that, or a bowling alley. And so yeah, that is the thus far canonical Beef Longa design. All right, let's keep playing. Where are we? It's underground, so we got to do some guarding and some healing, right? Does Stroll still have enough to do some healing? Yes, but oh, we are hurting. We're hurting.
I will to the rear.
Go to the back row.
Ready for impact.
Ready for impact. That's good, I guess. And you're gonna guard,
I shall fight as the noble I
and
am.
you are going to
prepared?
heal everybody.
Oh, healing light!
Oh, healing light!
That was helpful. Thanks.
Oak says, I'm living in Logan's chef's hat, so I'm immune to flooding. Doc says, what does that imply about Goku and Vegeta's relationship? Well, the two of them are so obsessed with each other. I don't know. No, but Doc, that's why there's the Vegeta. I assume that was the reason why, is that when you look at Beef Longa's design, what? Thank you, Frank. What are you going to give us this time? Everyone's attack rose dramatically. Okay, so maybe we can finish it off this turn. But yeah, so it was because the hairstyle is Goku's hair. So let's have you move to the front row so you'll be able to do more attack damage. Heavy fire magic to all enemies.
Raging fire.
And come on, we gotta kill this thing. Oh, it's still alive.
Freedom of a
It's still
wanderer.
so alive. We're gonna leave Stroll to do the healing. Stroll has enough for healing because this will keep its attack lowered. And let's just do that again. Wind.
Still here?
Yes, it's still here.
Everyone is counting on me.
Oh, if only you could do a synthesis, but we're gonna actually, you got nothing. So we're gonna tag
Can't
over to
afford to hold
Stroll.
back.
Stroll, you're gonna do some healing for all allies.
Are you well?
And then we should have one more attack.
Thanks.
And it's still gonna be alive. It's still gonna survive this round. Because nothing we do is ever enough in life. That is how it works.
For you. I call upon
New another
royal
Crimson
soul.
Flame. Actually, should we move her to the back row?
Moving back.
Yeah, because then it's gonna have some time to
Behold
attack.
this power.
Crimson Flame.
Burn.
Oh, and its attack is only down a little bit. Why is it only down a little bit? Have we not been doing any enough Infernal Vortexes against it? Crap, so it's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Ground burrow, and it's burrowing underground. Again.
Juna, your speed's down.
Okay, its attack is only down a little bit. Let's go back here. You're gonna defend.
Captain,
This is the power.
Stroll still has enough for healing. You're gonna defend.
Now.
You're gonna heal. Oh, wow. We're
healing
doing
light.
so poorly. We're doing so poorly.
Thank you.
Or maybe the number of
Thank
arrows
you.
isn't like the amount it's decreased, it's the number of turns it's gonna be down for.
The performance of a lifetime.
I'm not sure how that stacking works, and you're gonna
I'll
defend.
be fine.
Come on. We gotta kill this thing. Hopefully on this next turn. Roar. See, that didn't do much damage, so we're good. Oh, but this will do a lot of damage. Probably. Not too much. Okay, I gotta read some chat. I gotta, oh wow, this is not going well. Quickity says, yoinks death counter. Okay, but you so far only, was it Juna or Yufa? One of the two of them died, and they don't count for the death counter. Oak says to Doc, I don't know, I haven't seen Dragon Ball, but Pork Shorta just looks like a Vegeta.
Let's
With
stay
6
calm.
arms, bigger boobs, and a very sweet face. So bigger boobs than Vegeta's moobs. I gotta breathe for a second. Been talking so much. Oak says, I should make Beef Longa and Pork Shorta ship art. Please do. Says, yeah, Beef Longa shot his ex-wife, who was a bug, and ate the salmon she left him for. Doc says, oh, okay, yeah, sure,
We can do
okay.
this.
Oak says, and he was accidentally stepped on by his son, who was also a bug. I don't remember all the lore from this, though. I need to check the VOD. Quickity said, on the bright side, Heismay's not here, so no death counter for him today. Yes, that's fine then. And Oak says, quote, I should probably poop Stroll out. As a general rule,
Captain,
yeah.
They've slowed you down.
Do you have any
all
good
prepared.
syntheses? I mean, Extreme is probably good, but Stroll doesn't have much MP. Juna has quite a bit. It's only 20, and recovers MP for each hit? Is that recovers our MP? That could be nice. Let's try that. Trial of the Seeker. I don't think we've even seen the animation for this. Let's check it out.
After it, love.
Yay! Synthesis. This is it! Whip-a-ba! Oh! Hey, we killed it! And it recovered, I think, its MP. Or did it give us its? I couldn't tell what it was. Oh, look at that EXP. That's a lot. And we got Butera's Tooth. Yay! Queen Katie, no death counters for you today. We lived! And we're already at the 2-hour mark. I don't know how that's even possible. I thought it was just gonna be hangouts today, but we had to kill a thing. But it's okay because it's not dead. It's just like, Are we gonna let it live so it can come back and eat us later?
That'll do.
Oh, look at all the level up, except Heisme. Heisme didn't level up because he got a little bit behind. Are there any items we can give that'll give just like a little bit of an EXP boost? But a lot of ranking up and in. And a couple of those are gonna be giving us some heroes leaf loafs. There we go, 2 of them.
Not bad at all.
Oh, and we gotta figure out what stat to give Pro Tag. I never know what stat to give him. I mean, I guess his agility is down a little bit, so we want to give 1 point to that, I guess. And point allocation,
I shall
sure.
rise to the occasion.
Thank you,
shall
Stroll.
strive to use
Thank
this
you,
power
Hulkenberger.
flawless.
Thank you, Juna. Thank you, Yufa.
Trust my back to you.
Thank you. Seeker's Gale deals heavy wind damage to all enemies and recovers MP for each hit. Is it recovers my MP or theirs? I'm not sure how that works. See, it's still. Oh! Frank! Don't get eaten! Oh, is he gonna get the killing blow or is he gonna get pooped out?
Right there.
Captain, now's our only chance.
It just. Oh, Frank is dying. That's sad. I thought that. I didn't want our friends to die. I thought that only happened in Persona. There was a TTS from Vero in the chat. Vero said, Swindle is amazing. Swindle is amazing. I love that guy. Vero says, true. Oak said, dark mode, Logan only shoves his finger in holes, not his tongue. Oh, Vero says, that's worse. That is worse. Oak says, why? What's wrong with shoving your finger in holes? Oak with the timestamp, 1:33:33, still a half hour behind. Quicken says, as much as I love Yufa, I'm not doing an account of her, lol. So you're spared, Logan. Was that fight a half hour? Really? I apologize. I am causing you all this trouble. Are you hurt? You're not causing trouble at all. No, that was trouble. That was a lot of trouble. Are you hurt?
Everything okay?
Are you hurt? Oh, this is nothing. One of my few redeeming features is I'm right tough to kill. Yay, quest
Thank
clear. The right to rule. Defeat the giant sandworm. The defeat of the giant sandworm has saved Martira. Increases my courage.
All right.
So this is what we had. We had to do this quest. I could go. Still can't hang out with Alonso. I could finally see your power with my own eyes. So that's how you defeated Lady Joanna's monster. It's both mighty and terrible. You really are something to be able to use such power so well. Thank you, Mantis. Please, give my thanks to your friends. I'm asking you to do it, because, I was lying when I said I'm tough to kill. I'm dying. And with this, we saved Martira. Let's go tell, what'll you do? Yeah, let's go tell them, because you gotta stay alive. Let's go, and both of us alive, go tell them.
Right.
Let's go tell everyone. Aye, good idea. Everyone will feel well at ease once they know the giant sandworm's not coming. And that Frank's not coming back. He's gonna die. I know he said he's tough to kill. He's dying. I just want to tell everyone you saved the town once again. No, if one of our voters dies, our ranking will go down. Stay alive for the sake of the election. Let us return and proclaim it. Then I'll depart from Martira forever. Are you gonna depart from life? Oh no, he's alive. I thought he was dying. I really thought he was dying. Okay, so that went swimmingly. Nope, he's dying.
Thank goodness.
Huh?
Logan, how do you spell donut?
Okay, donut is one of those words I never know if you're supposed to do it like dough, D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T, or just like D-O-N-U-T. I prefer with like the G-H, like dough, but I don't know. Looks like on TTS you just did D-O-N-U-T. I think both are proper, but I don't know what people prefer. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I would prefer D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T. Make your donuts fancy. Thank you for the 10 bits. Queegator said, or I read that, hang on. Queegator said, well, while Logan does this, I'm gonna organize my case 4 name facts now that I know most of the order. I'm sorry that took a half hour. Queen Katie Oak said, Dark Mode Logan is very good at video games. Vera said, best Navi, Barden or Frank, yeah. Let's see. Oak says, thank you, Longa. Did stream freeze for anyone else? Did my request break stream? Was it when I was bringing out the picture? Is because I had to like click out of it, and so the game paused. Quickita said, yeah, we had a minor lag behind now. YouTube is ahead a bit now. Chaotic said, internet went off, but I'm sort of back now. Welcome back, Chaotic. All that happened was I killed a monster so well. I was so good at it and did not struggle at all. Vera said, it's okay for me. Oak said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to break stream with Beef Longa. Oak said, how long have we been fighting? Poop boss. Doc said, that thing is so ugly. Oak says to Doc, hey, that's so rude. It's just a human who ate us earlier and pooped us out. Kukita said, I think donut would be good right now. Oak says, don't. Don't. Oh, because it was a typo. Don't. Vera said, man, I wish I had a donut. Oak says, Vera, we need to add this to the typos. Vera said, typo? Yeah, well, because it's the way the Queen Katie spelled it. D-O-U-N-T. Don't. You said it right, Vero. Crap, does that mean I'm almost caught up to chat, actually? I should play some game then. Worry not, his life is in no real danger. Actually, that I know of. I'm not a doctor. He's probably dying. He's just fainted from his exertions. He really is, some kind of man, fighting a giant sandworm. Barden's aide. Let him rest in the administration building. Even Gastro can't complain at this point. Not that guy's around, though. He's hiding somewhere.
Even so.
Why would Barden do such a risky thing? Especially for the people who voted against him. All he did was idiotically fight a giant sandworm, which wasn't even coming here to begin with. Truly, a desperate move. Oh, because he believed Gastro that he wasn't coming or something.
Go away! Out of here! I'm a little kid. I can stop you because you can't do anything to me. Borden protected the town, not you guys. I mean, Frank could be kind of scary, but deep down he's actually really nice and he loves us. He's just bad at being governor.
Child, that's all for now. All he wants is power. Do you not remember how he did as he pleased to all of you against your wishes?
Excuse me?
Is that true? Do you think he just wants power? I happened to see him in Actus' workshop picking out weapons, and he lowered his head, and he said nothing while his sword was tempered. Didn't boast in the slightest. Surely, if he sought power... I also saw Barden before he left to fight. He brought huge amounts of wound care supplies to the apothecary, and I had no idea why at the time. The reason he didn't say anything was so we wouldn't worry, no? He didn't want us to panic, but he continued on as normal.
Ah, cheerful girl, I'm a cheerful girl. Tell me such a man could be anything but good. You speak words of praise, but do you not remember Barden required your help? He always leaves things for others to handle. Is it wrong to ask for help? But you yourself preach collective responsibility. I would like to say that, but okay. No, this is simpler. This will resonate with people. Oh, there's a poll. I missed it. There's a poll going on, huh?
Dad, they set slow mode to 6 minutes 40 seconds, even though you are only 10 minutes behind. Dad, save us.
I will save you in a minute, but I gotta check the poll first. Settling the debate of the century. How do you spell donut? D-O-N-U-T. Daunt. Donut. Rengoku. And should have said Kuni. Spoiler. What a K-N-Y? Is that a... K-N-Y, what does that stand for? Rengoku is on Demon Slayer, so maybe that's like an abbreviation for the Japanese name of it. I'm voting Do with a GH, nut. But thank you for the 10 bits, and I will look into the slow mode situation. Slow mode is custom. It doesn't let me see what the custom is. So let's take it down to 10 seconds for right now. Is that better? Are you happy? But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Is it wrong to ask for help?
Is it wrong to ask others for help?
What?
What I'm saying is that it's impossible for Barden alone. No. Indeed, it was impossible for Barden, which is why he wisely requested aid, and then splendid things were accomplished. Oh, and the poll is done, and DONUT won with 83% of the vote, Chaotic contributing 10 channel points. I, for one, think it was a great decision.
Just so.
All of us have always been reliant on each other, but strangely, in this instance, we suddenly looked to push our anxieties onto a single man. We chose the stolid. Stolid? I gotta look that up. Stolid. I'm assuming that kind of means solid or something. Stolid, of a person, calm, dependable, and showing little emotion or animation. I feel like stoic would kind of work similarly, right? Huh?
You're horrible, Dad. Mom said it's my turn to play with the slow mode.
Okay, Vero. Put the slow mode on whatever you want, Vero. Okay? Just don't let your mom know about it, okay? But then later you gotta tell me who your mom is. Because like, if I'm your dad, I'm not married. I can't even get a date. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. And then we grew angry when he didn't shoulder them in precisely the way we wanted. It wasn't that Barden wanted power over the whole town. It was us who wanted Barden and the town to do our job for us. Self-governance should not be this way.
That is true.
It's true that Barden lost the vote. Perhaps he wasn't as perfect as everyone wanted, but he never ceased his efforts to improve the town. I want everyone to understand that much.
We should be the ones to think about town stuff. We can do things ourselves, all of us. We just tried to make Barden do all the work. That's sad.
I'm awake. I can hear what you're saying.
Did something happen to Martira? Okay. Ow! Thank you for the Tomcat. I guess that means I gotta check the chat. I gotta check the chat. I don't know what amount slow mode is on for, though. You're gonna have to tell me. Let's see. Doc says, yay, that thing's dead. Oh, yeah, so I gotta be only like 10 minutes behind because it was only like 10 minutes ago that we killed that thing. Quickgator said, wait, I made a typo? I thought that's how it's spelled. No, it's just the two of the letters were swapped around.
15 minutes slow mode, but I shan't forgive Katie's typo. Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. I was waiting for that. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Then nobody's gonna be able to chat. So, okay, we're gonna put it back to 10 seconds again. I hope you had your fun, Vero. And thank you very much for the TTS, I appreciate that. Vero said, I thought that's how you write it for the longest time. Oak said, Katie said, don't. Vera said, yeah, isn't that how you write it? I love how like everybody reading it is just glossing over the fact that U and the N are switched around there. Quickgator says, yeah. Doc says, donut. Oak said, this has to be a joke, right? Don't. Quickgator said, huh? The U and the N swap? Doc said, or if you're British, dognut. Vera said, donut. Quickgator said, why is it even a nut? Doc said, I don't not know. Pun of the night, Doc. Yes, high five yourself. Vera says, no. Vera said, Frank. Doc says, Frank, no. Quickgator says, Frank. And Weedle just quietly doing the follow age command. And Vera says, egg. What is that? Oh, is Normie here? Hey, is that the same Valheim clip from last time? Of just kicking butt in one of the tomb dungeon places? I do miss playing Valheim with Z Diggity and Chief Asian and Rukov. Normie, welcome here. How are you doing? I'm only like 10 minutes behind. I'm doing so well, Normie. I'm doing so well. Yeah, Vera says, egg. And Beowulf doing the follow age. Oak said, spoiler chat freaking out about the spelling of donut. Quickgator said, I don't know why this has to be so pressing, guys. Oak said, we need to add don't to the typos command. Okay, so what are we saying? Did we miss something happen to Martira again? Nothing happened. He says he wants to play. Leave things to me. You know what? Hey, Barden. The kid, he says he wants to play.
The kids want to play with you.
Such a great
Oh, wow, that was a lot. Wow, he likes it when we lie to him. Oh, So he managed to save the Weans after all, huh?
Dad, they made slow mode 30 minutes.
How many times am I gonna have to do this? Okay. Slow mode to 3 seconds. That's even less, but 3:30, you know, they had threes in them. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Just if nothing else, for the sake of like any new people who might pop into chat, they wouldn't have to wait till the end of the stream to post something. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you for having fun, by the way, Vero and Crystal. I can sense Barton's profound gratitude and solid faith in me. Or stolid, like the one guy said. Hey, rank up!
In the end,
Escape Master. With certain exceptions, Escape will always succeed during squad battle. Yay! I could be a coward. I know I'm dead.
many thanks.
Many thanks, dead man. Mantis, thank you, truly, for saving him, even though he did just die now. So it wasn't for very long.
Now then.
We'll take care of things from here. We have a crematorium and another giant baby monster we can feed him to if we're feeling sassy. We'll take care of the town, too. We'll figure things out ourselves. Nod my head.
Yeah, that was a very long hangout. I entrusted Barton to the care of the people of Martira and returned to the group. I feel like I've gotten more support for the people of Martira thanks to Barton's increased faith in me. Let's see the rank go up. Hey, we're in the top 10. There should be a bonus for that. Looks like Oak got timed out or something. Quiggity said Logan doesn't even know why it was asked. Why was what asked? Now I know about the donut spelling. Oak said to Vero, it's donut, but Katie typed it as don't. Donut can work, but it's too complicated for and British for me. Quiggity said, you know what? Whatever, I'll actually go get my treat anyway. No, Logan got there, he's so close. Oak said, yeah, that's actually crazy. Oak said, petition to be freed from slow mode. And Vera said, I'll forgive that to Oak. Okay, back to Virga Island Tavern. Crap, and nobody's thinking about me? It should be evening time. If nothing else, we should be able to go see Norris. Oh, or Brigida. Probably, maybe we should prioritize, I think we'll prioritize Brigida, simply because Norris, I think, is available like every evening as far as I can tell.
They timed me out for 10 minutes because I'm a Stitch, so all of my messages got deleted. Crying face emoji, crying face emoji. If you see crossed out messages, it's safe to read, they are just abusive.
Well, yeah, because I can see the crossed out and it will specify. Oh, it's Bo, it's fine. Just a half a screen. Because it'll say in parentheses it was because of a timeout. So that is fine. I'm not assuming it's spoilers, but thank you for the 10 bits anyway. I do appreciate that. Let's save our game, because I don't want to have to do that boss fight again. But I should feel good about myself. I think I did well in that boss fight. And chat, who would you prefer? Brigida or Norris? Again, I assume Norris is available every evening. Brigida probably isn't, and I need to know that her dog is okay. Wait, also, what day of the week is it? Do we need to do, like, shopping stuff? Oh, crap, we just missed Idol's Day. Idol's Day bar. Well, we got one more bargain day coming up before Saints Day, I think. So we just got to remember to do that the next one. So yeah, let's go see Brigida. We should have enough courage to hang out with her now. Yeah, I think. Also, hang on. We had something that popped up that said we have reportable quests. Relic search Youth's Folly. Oh, that's, yeah, the Norris quest is all that is. Any other quest? Any of these quests have deadlines? No deadline, no deadline, no deadline. Remind me at the end of the chat, or at the end of the stream, that I should make sure that we wind down with heading out to one of those, like, fighting places. Do that. Okay, Brigida. Let's go hang out with Brigida. Like a bounty, maybe, something like that. I need to tell him. Please be that your dog is okay. Brigida comes to mind. We should talk now. Let's see, Doc says, where's the Kakyoin? Kakyoin. I forget how you pronounce Kakyoin. Option. Is that, whenever I think of him, I can only think of that scene from JoJo where he had the cherries in his tongue. He's like, I know it wasn't actually him, but it looked like it was him. Kakyoin, isn't that how you say it? Oh, da-ba-ba-ba.
The Donut War of LoganRobo's community is now over.
Yay.
Raises flag.
Yay.
And for that it'll have to leave.
No!
We'll update later, Row 7. There better be no Grimlock abuse.
Well, I got the new Grimlock here, the new one in the box that I mentioned on Discord. What if I drop him? Will you hear that? Did you hear that on the floor? Can you hear that dropping him on the floor? Does that count as abuse if you're not here to know what happens? Vero, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope your grandma is okay. Please, obviously she doesn't know who any of us are, but keep us updated, and I hope the surgery went well, and you're doing good by going and spending time with family right now. You're awesome, Vero. We all love and appreciate you so much. Have a good rest of your day over there, and yeah, thank you for hanging out with us. You're awesome, Vero. Huh?
I'm redeeming the child command because Wheelie is there.
Oh crap, yeah, he's in the box too. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for endangering. He's a robot child. He's very sturdy. He's very hardy. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Brigitta!
Just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. But I finally made up my mind. Thanks to you, there's something I'd like to confide in you. But telling you would mean drawing you into an all-out war, a campaign against Sanctism itself. I'm with you no matter what. With overflowing courage, I showed Brigitta I could match her resolve. Just by going like that. I find myself still at a crossroads, yet look at you. My feelings got through.
Fine then.
You've helped me see what needs to be done. Will you accompany me? Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Follow me then. Blah, 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 blah. Yay. Let's see. Oak says, Vero the goat for real, for real. Vera said, if you forgive the typo, no more slow mode. Queen Katie said, Katie's typo. Vera said, yeah. Oak says, oh, I'll take slow mode over forgiving Katie's typo. Oh, that's why there was a war. Vera says, okay. Doc says, Oak, please. Doc said, you realize I sow the punishments you reap. Well, isn't it the other way around, that you're reaping the punishments that Oak sowed? What?
Logan, Bridget's dog just farted. Bow.
Oh, that was just a bow again. Now, yeah. But thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. That's why there's confusion. The dog wasn't killed. The dog just farted. No, I do want the dog to be alive, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen at this point. I think they're just going to make her into a John Wick, and we're going to... but it's going to be like a almost John Wick. She already almost did a genocide, but now she wants to go to war against the Sanctus Church. I just want the dog to be okay. We've already killed children in this game. Do we have to kill dogs too? We use this facility for our research. And did I say thank you for the 10 bits? If I didn't, thank you. Specifically, we're trying to develop non-violent uses for igniters, making them something more than weapons that should be decent enough revenge against the church. If I only expand my current trade, it'd only make their pockets fatter. So I thought I'd find a different approach. Won't that make them... What are you doing? I mean, yeah, it's gonna make him mad, but she wants revenge, so I'll say, yeah, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? I'm doing what the church hates the most. They knew that magic igniters would widen the gap. The strong would become stronger and the weak weaker. That's why I made igniters my occupation. I hated weakness. Most of all, I hated who I used to be. For my weakness, ignorance, and utter powerlessness. But behind it, I did wish for a different future. A world without poverty, despair, or violence. Civilization does not flow backwards. People are not so clever that they would abandon the convenience. It's impossible to be without igniters.
As it is.
But if we're stuck with them, we can still make them safer and more practical. We've actually been working on a prototype for a while now.
Say.
She seems to have gotten over her dead dog somehow. Remember the early days? I asked you to slay the Guptoros. The route it had been stalking was our transport corridor for these prototypes. I am glad I took this job.
Well,
I'm glad I took this job.
My thanks.
We'd never made such strides with development if you hadn't been helping. Honestly, though, even I'm surprised it's come this far. Goes against the church's cultural and mercantile monopoly, of course. They'll send their shadows after me, and they'll leave me a few new scars if I survive at all. Only one way I can think to stop that. You'll have to take the throne and support our peacetime igniters over the lethal ones. Help them spread across the land. Huh? I've been thinking about your dream. This kinder world in your little novel. Brigitte, do you not remember? I'm not doing this to take the throne. I'm doing it for the sleepy, white-haired kid. I hear about people who live with mutual goodwill, respect, and equality, and I can't help but wish I lived in that world. I wanted to take that first step. I want to hope, no matter what it costs me, my position, my fortune, or even my life. I won't let you die. You're not. Yeah, that's true determination. Yeah, you go, girl. You really are a determined person. In the end, it's not so hard once you come to a decision.
I believe in you.
Take the throne, Mantis. For me, and for a new world. Nod my head. Oh, this is a quick hangout. I can sense Brigitta's hope to change the world and her deep trust in me. Yay! Rank 7!
You give me hope.
Igniter Connoisseur further widens the variety of items sold to the Lycian Magic Association by adding rare items. Occasionally, as one day ends, another begins, Brigitta will send a crate with funds. Oh, she'll send us money! Nice, I like that. Yay.
And then...
This facility has another purpose, you know. To clone your dead dog, maybe? Igniters being one-sidedly destructive as they are, plenty of people have lost their homes to the violence, same as the village the church razed. So I hire them here and support them in the ways I can. It's the least I can do to atone. I'm starting to think her dog's not going to come back to life, you guys. I parted ways with Brigitta and returned to the group. I feel like I've gotten more support from the merchants all over the country thanks to Brigitta's direct endorsement. I'm going to go up. Going to stay at 10. Hey! Rank 9.
Time marches on.
And the age of the new king draws nearer. Vera says, here, do we forgive Katie's typo? Doc says, grand thanks. Quicketta said, thank you, Vero. You're the real one. I don't even care about the slow mode. Vera says, man. Oak says, yay. Doc says, frolicking. Crystal says, shush. And then an evil face. Oak said, he's only 10 minutes behind, though. Chaotic says, I love donut. Oak says, do you really want him to catch up to chat less than 3 hours into the stream? Quicketta said, where does the nut come from? Maybe it's because like a nut that would go on a nut and bolt, maybe, type of a thing. I don't know why it's called a donut. There's a letter. And a war chest for Brigitta right away. She's sending us cash. It's no great sum, but I hope it helps. Do try not to die. 15 grand. Not too shabby. I wish I had friends who would just send me 15 grand in the morning. Vera says, yay! Crystal says to Oak, no! Crystal says, laughing. Oak says, thank you.
Well then.
Oh, who's thinking of us? I hear a voice.
See you again soon.
I'd like to go again with him if I could.
Yufa comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. Yes, we should. Anybody got something to do? Anybody got bubbles that need a popping? Okay, let's save our game. And save. So we got 9 days left until Saints Day. I wonder if we'll be able to reach Saints Day. We definitely not today, but maybe next stream. Also, we are almost to the 2.5 hour mark, so now is a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions for later on if people have them. What other followers are available? Just Yufa? Just Yufa? Just Yufa. Okay, we need to up our... Oh, let's thank you, Troll the Dog. I did just save, but I will save again because I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. And let's see, Quicketta said, where's the nut come from? Vera said, yeah. Crystal says, no, and laughing. Doc says, this is unrelated to what's going on, but I'm playing Case 4 of Dual Destinies right now, and Yuri Cosmos spinning around is making me laugh. Is that 15 minutes? I enjoyed Dual Destinies a lot. The twist at the end made me very sad and angry. Well, not angry, but sad. It was a good twist, but it was so sad, though. Chaotic says, I am being silenced. Vera said, if only Oak forgives the typo. Only she can. Tiff said, why did I join chat to a 900-second slow-mo? Tiff, I'm sorry you got there in the middle of the donut war. How are you doing, Tiff? We're just gonna hang out with Yufa again, I guess, if we want to.
It's all right.
Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altibury all the same. Hey, I wonder if you'd be willing to go to Brylehaven with me if you got the time to spare. Remember how the other day we met that one Sanctor, Hyperic? I think his name was. I'd like to talk to him some more.
Let's go together.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Gotta make sure that she doesn't, like... Because I think that guy is gonna try and convert her. But I think Yufa's falling in love with him. We came to the front of a tavern, having heard that Hyperic was lingering there. Oh, and there's little Ovi!
Sanctor Hyperic, what are you doing at a tavern?
I've come to pick up Ovi. She's a drunk. Oh, she helps out here from time to time, when she's not drunk.
You
know, they told me lots of nice things today for the first time ever. They said I danced really good in front of the customer.
Why do you have a child dancing at a bar? Hyperic, that is not appropriate.
You know how to dance, Ovi? I do too. My mother taught me a ceremonial dance. You probably don't want to do it though. It ends with your heart getting ripped out. A lot of our customs end with someone dying in a sacrifice. Oh, can you teach it to me someday? Hee, of course.
What kind of dances? How about a preview? Teach me too. Yeah, how about a preview? Let's see it. Let's dance.
Well then.
Why not show us a few steps?
Who, you mean right here? Ooh, I don't want to draw too much attention to myself. I might bother some people. Mr. Hyperic, I want to practice a bunch and then show Mama.
And you may, so long as your prayers are never neglected.
And so now...
Now then, this visit indicates that you'd like to learn more of Sanctism, yes? How much do you know about our noble faith, might I ask? Just the basic. I don't know anything at all. I don't know anything. Nothing. I don't really know anything about it. Then let us begin with the core of our beliefs. In Sanctism, we receive divine teachings from God. We follow the will of the Almighty God and offer Him in our prayers with a selfless heart, that is.
I see.
A selfless heart? My people wanted my heart out of my body. Does that count as selfless? Because it'd be without myself. Because it's a human sacrifice joke. Well, not human. A person sacrifice joke. The idea sounds quite different from the dragon god faith. We aspire to take the hands of our God in our own, to confront difficulties, and yet fight beside them with our own strength. Such are our teachings.
I see. While that is an intriguing belief, what of those who haven't the strength to fight? The children, the elderly, or infirm? The anxiety which plagues this world is through no fault of our own, and so we pray to escape these hardships and injustices.
Oh, it's time to go visit Mama. Mr. Hyperic, Yufa, can we do this talk at the church? Let's go.
Let's see if her mom is dead. I think her mom is dead or dying. Weedle says, before I forget, puppy kicker stink, not eating enough Fun It Man, stinky puppy kicker. Oh, Weedle, I kind of missed those introductions. Weedle, have you and Beowulf settled on a day and time you're gonna go see the Minecraft movie? Crystal says, Vero rules, and Vero with a smiley face. Crystal says, we listen and we don't snitch. Tiff says, rookie numbers, do more, Vero. Vera says, hee hee. Oak says, I am snitching to dad, deleted. Oh, there's deleted because of the timeout, I guess. Paid poll. Who is the best Persona mascot? Koromaru, Aegis, Teddy, Morgana, or Jack Frost in general? I mean, I guess if Metaphor counted as a game, I'd vote for Gallica. Is she the mascot? I'm gonna actually vote Morgana, because Morgana gets too much hate. I like Morgana. There we are. And I gotta breathe for a second again. Hang on. I was talking way too much. Thank you. Crystal says, Vero, turn it into 20 minutes slow-mo. Doc said, please, guys, please. Vera said, should suggest another number, Tiff. Normie says, hey. Tiff says, 24,601/reference. Well, if you turn that upside down, it spells Logan. Crap, if I accidentally do a murder, is somebody gonna write that upside down? Vera said, hi, Normie. Crystal said, shout out for Normie. Doc said, I've been caught in the crossfire. All I want to do is chat about hit Atlas game Metaphor. Oak said, would you really do this to Normie and Dot, innocent bystanders having to deal with slow mode? Vera said, the limit is 1,800. I guess, wow, Vera is cold-blooded, ready to totally have innocent civilian casualties.
Pardon me, Sanctor Hyperic, but what kind of illness is Ovi's mother afflicted with?
Your concern touches my heart. You're a kind person, Miss Yufa. I will not answer your question.
Oh, it's just I lost both my parents when I was around Ovi's age. Yufa, are you and Mantis going to convert.
Instead of convert. Oh, he's adorable.
Indeed.
What? Oh, I think you mean convert.
If you ever wish to do so, we would gladly accept you into our faith, unless you find our prayers meaningless. I thought the Sanctus were like racist against Mustari and Elda. Do they let us filthy, lesser peoples join their church?
No, that's not what
We'll decide for ourselves. Are you pressuring us? Not say, well, we'll decide for ourselves.
We can decide our own fate. Nothing is for certain anyway.
I see. That is unfortunate to hear. Then I hope this won't be the end of our discussions. We all live with anxiety in our hearts, and it is through sanctism that we can find salvation. I simply want you to keep that in mind. A voice from inside. Yeah! Ah! I'm Ovi's mom and I'm dying!
What was that? Who was the person who said I'm Ovi's mom?
Nothing more than a breeze. Now then, I hate to cut this short, but I am needed elsewhere. See, he's being sketchy about her mom dying.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, the poll is done, and Teddy won with 56% of the vote. Oak contributing 2,010 channel points. Second place was Jack Frost in general with 35. Third was Koromar with 6%. Igus with 2%, and Morgana with only 1%. Only one other person voted Morgana with me.
See you later.
Yufa, teach me how to dance next time, okay? I hope I don't die through the course of these hangouts. I'm probably gonna die. It's gonna be sad. No. That was unexpected. Converting was never so much as a thought I'd had.
Why else do you think the person in that church was proselyting to you? That's natural. Life's full of surprises. Your beliefs are your own. What are we saying is natural? That she's surprised, or that he would do? I would say that's natural.
Sure.
I doubt it really comes to mind.
Oh, natural that she wouldn't think about it.
Oh, but no.
They must have assumed my visit to their church indicated a wish to convert. I don't think Hyperic was wrong when he said we all have spiritual anxiety. We yearn for something we can depend on, and for some, it's sanctism. I feel like I better understand sanctism now that I've experienced it myself, and I couldn't have done that without you. You gave me courage to expose myself. To new unfamiliar things, I mean. So now I want to see and learn more about the world, but I also want to be by your side, Mantis.
Nod my head awkwardly. I can sense Yufa's desire to grow as a person, as well as her deep trust in me. Rank up! Rank 3.
I see it as my turn.
She got 2 skill slots and battle aura. While in reserve, the amount of experience Yufa gains increases. We gotta get her to level 6, though. I gotta breathe some more. I don't know why I'm running out of oxygen here. Oh, there we go. Voice from inside. Ah! I'm still Ovi's mom!
I am starting to think that might not be the wind. And there's that smell again. The smell of dying people. Sorry, my head is suddenly hurting. I shouldn't think so much. Let's come back here to investigate later. There's something about this place which makes me feel so ill at ease.
Are they like killing her? What is what she's smelling is like burning flesh or something like that? Because she's so used to the dragon killing things? I don't know. As we headed back to the group, I worried that Yufa seemed a little unwell. Yay! Normie says, how are things? I'm doing all right. How are you, Normie? How's the start of your week going? Tiff said, them 1800. Crystal says, you came at the right time, Normie. Oak said, Normie, slow. Crystal says, we're having a slow mode riot. Vera said, yes, boss. Tiff says, yay. Normie said, doing good. Just beat the 5th boss in Valheim. Which one was the 5th boss? Was that, I don't know, actually don't know if you're still here. Was that the giant skeleton guy out in the, was it the desert biome that had all the little, like, goblin guys who were really deadly and the death skeetos and stuff? Back to the Virga Island Tavern.
I hear a voice.
Don't tell me he's forgotten.
No, I haven't forgotten Norris. I'm just prioritizing other people. Norris comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Well, let's save first, and then I guess we'll go hang out with Norris. And when is Juna going to be available again, though? I hope it's not going to be one of those things where we got to wait till the next time we're traveling. Maybe like during the day, on the next calendar day, we should travel somewhere and see if that'll give us a Juna hangout. All right, so follower bond. Oh no, Juna is available. Sorry, nurse, I am forgetting about you. We're hanging out with Juna again. I wonder if he'd listen to what I have to say. Juna comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with her. We gotta prioritize the ladies. Get them up to level 6 so it doesn't matter who we have at our party. Hey, Juna. Juna, your hair is eating me again. This is highly inappropriate, Juna. Oh, also, I should remember, anytime we're in the Gauntlet Runner, apparently I need to go and steal food from the pantry. Let's see, Quiga said, Vera is holding chat hostage because of a typo I made. Crystal says, laughing. Oh, and I gotta scroll in the chat a little bit. Vera said, Oak, you're getting stitches. Doc said, please, guys. Crystal said, timeout, Oak/Shade. Oak says, I would not last 3 seconds in prison. Vera said, here's your stitches. Tiff says, ha! Crystal's laughing and says, "Nar." Crystal says, welcome back, Oak. Oak said, the timing out for 10 minutes. All of my messages got deleted. Quiggita said, I can see these because I got special extension. Hee hee. And Tiff did the Seeker's command, so I must be really close to catching up, right? Crystal says, hey, Oak, gamble all your points. If you win, I shall remove slow mode. If you lose, evil face. And yeah, my favorite scary word, bow. Got some milk, some spice. Milk and spice. We can use that to spice up our Heismay's Dead Kid smoothie. Okay, well, let's save and then we'll hang out with Juna. Oh, wrong button. Save. I do hope we're making some progress. We're at least churning through several days worth of hangouts, get us closer to Saints Day. Quiggita said, oh yeah, I forgot to say, Vero, the mystery book in Moore's room. Now call Logan the true seeker. I thought of you, ASAP. So yeah, I'm the truth. Oh, is that why Vera did someone did the seeker command? Or did the seeker command remind you? Yeah. Hey, Juna.
Hey.
I wonder when the fake lance will be ready. Waiting is the one thing I am not good at. I said that before. Oh, your free ride. I have a favor to ask. It's about the festival in Brylehaven. I need to start preparing, so would you mind accompanying me? Sure. I knew I could count on you. If you could do your teleport thing and get us to Brylehaven, magic us there. Magic us. Do it now. Oak says, bow. Crystal says, Oak, gamble all your points. Oak gambles them. And 1. Vera said, dude, every time this game says seeker, I just vibrate. Crystal says, oh man. Oak smiling. Doc says, oh wow. Doc says, look at this. I can send one message after another. Crystal said, thank you for the gambling though. You just gave me power. Oak says to Doc, it's so fun. Yes. And then to Crystal, do you leech power from gambling? And then saying, goodbye, Vera, we love you. Let's see. Oak is frowning. Because what did Crystal do? Oh, successfully removed all the winnings from Oak. Aw. I got separated from Juna while we were trying to avoid her getting seen. Eek! Oh, this lady, stop, don't pass in front of the camera. It's about me. It ain't about you.
Come now.
Oh, it's a flower selling woman. How about a flower for your loved one? They're rare beauties bound to impress. Huh? Oh, what? Juna can turn into a baby? Is this something Alonso can do as well? I am much more uncomfortable with the fact that she's so flirty with us. Is this like what Nydia usually look like? They're little babies? They just pretend to be people? Does she have 3 other Junas that she stacks on her shoulders and just has a really long dress? Is that a child? Cute kid, but I don't recognize the tribe. Cute kid that just happens to be wearing the exact same outfit as Juna. And had the same hair as Juna. And Juna's belt that is too small for her, falling down around her ankles. I need to prioritize finding Juna, not this child who looks conspicuously exactly like Juna as a baby. Huh? What?
Hold on.
It's my baby Juna. Less than 3, 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 less than 3.
Less than 3, less than. Thank you for the 10 bits, Tiff. Did you hear that that boinging sound right before the TTS kicked in? When I turned around, it was like a boing. That's got to be her growing. So Juna is a baby, apparently. I hope none of you had. Wait, crap. Didn't Jet, when Jet was here, he had like a crush on Juna? When Jet comes back, do we tell Jet that Juna's really a baby, apparently? What are you staring at, darling? I'm over here. Don't call me darling, you little baby!
What?
What? What is it? Is there something on my face? I was worried about it. I thought you left me behind. I was about to head back. I was about to head back. I was abandoning you.
Listen.
I was about to head back.
Gosh.
Seriously, you lose sight of me in a crowd and that's it? You really must at least pretend to care. You're a baby. Not like Heisman. Heisman's a crybaby. You're a literal baby. I don't have good experiences with babies in this game. We killed one earlier. Well, shall we press on? We've got to meet up with Capra. We're just glossing over that. I mean, obviously they'll bring it back up later. But I wonder if Alonzo turns into one of those babies too. Is that like a Juna thing or is it a Nydia thing? I can't remember what this guy sounded like, so I'll just say, the show is proceeding apace. We have a large stage under construction at the Coliseum, and for your outfit, last year's dress is being refitted for you, Lady Juna. And regarding the little thank you gift we're preparing...
No.
Oh, please, that's unnecessary. If there are any proceeds from this, pay it forward to the audience. Is that possible? Well, that's quite generous of you, but the audience are literally the ones paying. So we're just refunding them? Should we go to charity? What is wrong with you? We should just make it free then. But then you'd be undervaluing your what is Juna? No. That's quite generous of you, Lady Juna. We're so blessed to have you singing for us. The whole town is buzzing with excitement.
Wait a second.
Confrontational voice. Oh, is that you? Is that you thieving crooner? What brings the high in my songstress to sing in a lovely, lowly Labour festival way?
Huh?
Oh, confrontational, but she's got a cute design. She's got, or the Rasante, is that what they call the ears that Hulkenberg has? I like her hair. It's cute. Why, you ask? Well, because I was invited. Agitated. Okay, she has no character portrait, so she's not important. Liar! You slithered your way into it, you snake! It's all you Nydia know how to do!
Come now.
Myotis, please, there's no need for theatrics. I asked her to sing personally. I'm sorry, but you simply don't have the draw the Lady Juna... Oh, so she was supposed to be the singer before? Is she an idol in training? Just sing together then!
No way.
That's so? Well, don't mean I have to accept it. And as a matter of fact, I don't. Who was she? Don't let her get to you. Should you back out? Yeah, I want to know, who was she? I want to know more about that girl. She was cute and doesn't turn into a baby. Who was that?
So...
If I had to guess, someone in the same profession as me.
My goodness.
Logan, why British orphan voice for this NPC? Do you know how many British orphans are in this game already?
That was a grown-up British orphan.
Boo.
Ah! But think of it, the 10 bits, it's different. Because an adult can still be an orphan. But she was grown up. She was little down here like this. She was angry like this. And I still gotta breathe, man. I'm just... For some reason, I just feel like I'm getting very lightheaded and out of oxygen from talking so much today. But I don't know why. But thank you for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. I should read some more in the chat. Let's see. Quick said the Grimlock. Me Grimlock, perfectly fine, was dropped as a child. Doc says, Kakyoin, that's what it is. That's how you pronounce it. It's been so long since I've watched that. It says, say it fast. Yeah, Kakyoin. I remember him. He had Hierophant Blue? Is that what it was called? He had the Hierophant, I remember that. Oak says, my points. Vero said, bye, chat, love ya. Bye, Vero, we love you back too. Oak said, we love you, Vero. Doc said, bye, we love you. Crystal said, bye-bye, stay safe. Crystal gives some points to Oak. Doc says, the economy, what have you done? Oak says to Doc, don't worry, it's fake points. Doc said, the fake economy, what have you done? Oak said, these don't do anything unlike real obies. Doc said this is very confusing then. Shame on you, Logan. When I named them, I didn't know they were different points. I thought I was telling Streamlab the name of my points, and then it got confusing. Oak says, yeah. Quickita said, that reminds me, I really hope to get back to my Walmart soon so I can buy the John Wick DVDs. Oak said, Obies at the bottom of the screen are real. Obies in chat with gambling are fake. Quickita said, yeah, wait, 69 rolled 69, says Oak. Quickita says, lol, keyboard slam, amazing. Doc says, surely you should call these phobies. Oh, hang on. Okay, I gotta write that down. That is actually really genius. I'm going to try to remember, no promises, I'm going to try to remember to go in Streamlabs and change it to that because, Doc, that is legit a great name. See, that's why you're Cookster Jr. That's why you're awesome, Doc. Let's see. Tiff said, did I say quote 385? Is that why I'm atted? Wait, were you at? Oh, yes, you were. Said Logan was never meant to finish. He was only meant to die. Yes, you were the one who said that. Oak says, I think so. Why am I so sleepy? Tiff said that was probably the baby fight under Barden's town. Oak says, who Barden? Don't you mean Frank? And then Oak says, Crystal, I think you should add don't to the typo. Doc says, I love wasting money. Queen Kitty said, injustice we trust. And some more injustice we trust. Doc said, that's great. Let's keep at it because I do not want spoilers. Oh, we're talking about just Dual Destinies. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna like say any spoilers or anything like that. I just it's good. It's good. Oak says woo. Doc says what the heck was lick dog meant to be? I don't even remember. Queekie says baby bat. Oak says little dog. I think Subway's surface might be my favorite besides Buggets. And there was a suggested poll by Chaotic saying it's a bit off subject, but can I suggest a poll of who's the best Persona mascot? I think that's close enough to on subject for this game. And I should play some game now. I do apologize for that. She was last year's main act, and I dare say she's cross about not being asked to return. Don't worry about it. I've always had enemies, and some have even made attempts on my life. Well, then make friends with her. Mend the bridges, mend fences, whatever you mend it with her. Invite her on stage to join you. Be a good person, Juna. And Capra, the harder something gets, the more determined I am to see it done. Stick out my tongue. That's so very reassuring, my lady, truly. Well then, I will take my leave. Pew!
Got a second?
It's not that I don't sympathize with her, but crowds are only won through hard work and skill. It's a tough world, are you sure? She's no match for you. I'm gonna say, are you sure, though?
Really?
Are you sure you weren't pushing yourself too hard?
I'm
oh, that's not what I
fine.
meant. I meant, are you sure that you don't want to be friends with her? I'm fine. It's time like these that I have to be strong.
Let's do this.
Besides, having someone close by to watch over me gives me just the burst of confidence I need. I'm talking about you, of course. You got that. I would normally talk about the dogs, but they're still like, one of them's half dead, so. It's okay, because he's also a half-sized person, which I apparently am too. I can sense Juna's extraordinary trust in me. Yay! Level up! Level 3! Increase the skill slots. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, skill slots and battle aura, while in reserve, the amount of experience for she gains increases. So I think both of them are now 3. Both Juna and Yufa are 3. We gotta get them to 6, though. Still got a long way to go. If I'm going to make this the performance of a lifetime, I have a lot to think about. Let's call it a day, shall we? It's a day! See, I did the thing she said to do.
Time marches on.
And the age of a new king draws near. Oak says, yeah, we could probably include Gallica because she's similar, and maybe do both Igus and Koromaru because I've seen people say both of them are mascots. There's a letter and a package from Frank.
Have a look.
I hope this package has made it to you safely, and you'll find its contents useful. However I can assist you, I will. Life-saving medicine, thank you! Gonna breathe again for a second. We got like 10 minutes till the 3-hour mark. I don't think we're gonna get these guys to level 6. Oh, and Crystal with some raid suggestions! Thank you very much, Crystal. Let me copy these over into my text file. Wait, Oak at the timestamp, 2:32:32. Am I getting further behind? I was only 10 minutes behind before. Now apparently I'm like 20 minutes behind. I am not good at this, but thank you very much for the timestamp, and thank you, Crystal, for the raid suggestions. I'm just copying these over as we speak. Quick 80 says, I think I'm going to play some more Case 4 during the last bit of the stream. Oh, for investigations. Make sure that you're staying ahead of me. That's good. Quick 80 said, never mind. I forgot I have to do mind chess. I ain't doing that now. Yeah, that probably, I would imagine, requires all of your focus and attention because, as you noticed, I'm not very good at that. I love regular chess, but not mind chess. It's the timer. Like, who was here when we did the Coach Wilson co-stream? At one point, we played chess, and I wasn't paying attention to the fact that they were doing the rules where like your turns are timed, and I actually got to the point where I was pretty well ahead, and I was confident that I was going to win pretty thoroughly, and then I timed out and lost because I'm just dumb like that. But you know what? That counts as a win, so good on Coach Wilson. Crystal says, Oak, I know it's you voting for Teddy. Doc says, oh, wait, Oak, you are a Persona fan, right? Oak says, yes. Doc says, I guess Longa could help me with this too, or anyone really, but if you were to start playing Persona/Kitten, what game should I start with? I started with Persona 4 Golden, Then went to Persona 5 Royal, and then Persona 3 Reload. That worked well for me that way. Although going 3, 4, 5 might work well too. I don't know. I have bad opinions on this. Oak said Persona 5 Royal is always easiest to start with. Quick said the problem is I feel like if you go then to 4 and 3, the dungeons will feel like a step back because Persona 5 has so much better dungeon design than either 3 or 4. So it depends. It depends. Queen Gator said, I will say though, Logan, I'm very ahead of you now. I doubt you'll ever get ahead of me again for AAI 2, probably. Oak says, it's almost universally agreed to be the best designed game. See, that's why I'm wondering if you should end with it rather than start with it, though. And the most balanced game as a whole, but it's also like $60. So if you don't want to spend that much money on your first Persona game, there's always Persona 4 Golden, which is only like $15, I think. Doc said, wow, that's low. Oak said, it's a great game, although quite outdated. It might not be the best first impression. It made a good first impression on me. I liked it. Queen Gator said, bonus points if you're doing this on stream, but if it ever goes on sale, it's very good of a sale. Chaotic said, how did Teddy win over Igus? Igus is literally a toaster. I think it's because Teddy has a very passionate enjoyer in our community here. Let's play a little bit more here.
That cave we mentioned earlier is apparently known as the Scoundrels Cave. Seems that there's been an increase in attacks on people passing by.
A bandage layer now being utilized by monsters. Undoubtedly, the problem stems from there.
Just hang on, gotta breathe. Whew. Wait, so now we've got monsters acting like bandits? That hardly seems like something we can allow to continue.
Yes.
'Tis the same tale we heard at the recruitment center, is it not? Before the damage worsens, we ought to solve the problem ourselves. Hey. Afternoon. Let's see who's available. If nobody's available, maybe we can like head out to the Gauntlet Runner and initiate what would be something. Let's see who of our followers want to hang out. Nobody. Okay, so then this is how we're going to be ending the stream. This might take a little bit of time, but I want to make sure that we get to either the bounty or any other side quest that involves fighting. So we'll go do that because I want to use this day off time for that. So let's save and then check those quests and decide which one we are going to do.
What now?
So with our quests, we have the Greater One-Eyed Scoundrel and Peak Curiosity. So if we go to the Gauntlet Runner,
Go.
and then go look at the map, we can hopefully figure out where those two places are. And then figure out which one we want to do. Oh, also, while I'm here, so I don't forget, I gotta steal food from the pantry. Oak says, gameplay is low-key kind of bad. There are a lot of moments that have not aged well. Quite a bit of homophobia. Doc said, well, there's something like Persona 5 as well, like a little bit. Doc said, I voted Morgana in solidarity to Logan. Thank you very much, Doc. I liked Morgana. I don't get the hate. We got some Orgo sugar and briny salt. Oak said, but the story and the characters are amazing. The graphics are super charming. I agree. I don't think you even really need to remake Persona 4. Oak said, P4G might be my favorite Persona game despite all its flaws because I'm deeply in love with Teddy. Chaotic says, in my opinion, Teddy is the worst Persona mascot, worse than Morgana. See, I'm not a big Teddy enjoyer, so I kind of agree with you. Let's see. Doc says, oh yeah, I could afford P4G, but P5R is like $100. You gotta be in a different country then, right? Now, how far do I run her then? So let's see. The one place somebody said is,
But which one?
A village.
is it outside by Grand Tra- Where the heck is it?
What lurks below?
I don't remember where the other place is. Oh, it's over here.
Tis something there, yes.
So we'd have to
tell
probably
what that
teleport to Ligno and then go there. So that's going to take 2 days to get there. Or we could do this peak,
All right.
which
Here.
yeah,
Just a
it's
moment.
stormy there though. Can we get a like a weather
I see.
report for just like this
appears to be
place
a lot
specifically?
Nice little village.
Wait,
What lurks below?
Just a
wait, no, we've
moment.
already been to the Forsaken Tower. That's not the place. So wait, where's the peak that we're supposed to go to? Sorry, I'm so
What
confused.
should we do?
Let's see.
Let's review our quests and maybe that'll tell us somewhere. Requests and tactics. Greater One-Eyed Scoundrel. Scoundrel's Hold. Got it. 2 days, apparently. Peak curiosity. I don't know. Dejected man. We were asked to avenge someone's sister by going into the Spire of the Blind Faith and slaying the Leogrin there. The informant Golden Hearth made no... Okay, so we got to talk to an informant first. I am sorry. We got to go to Golden Hearth informant. I am not good at this, apparently. So we need to teleport to...
Where to?
The Golden Hearth is in Brylehaven, I think? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Isn't it? Hang on, where is the... Is it not in Brylehaven? Phantom of the Deep, Sword Shop. Let's go to Seabreeze Street. We can just teleport for a while. Sorry, it's gonna take a minute to figure out where the heck this is. We got 10 seconds until the 3-hour mark, by the way. Doc says, excuse me, read that. Queen Katie says, Nora. Sorry that we didn't do a Norris. Okay, so it's gotta be... Am I misremembering the name of the... Is the Golden Hearth not here? Is it the Black Cat's Claw? Is that what it's called? It's an Angler's Inn Square, right? So let's go over there and see if I can find the place. I thought it was Brylehaven. I'm probably wrong. If somebody else remembers where it is, if you could let me know. Normie says, the Lich Guy in the Plains. Yes, the Plains. That's what it was called. Yes. Quiggity says, no. Caddick said, I have 44 Twitch points. Sad. Ooh, wait, hey, this little person wants to talk. It's another gossipy worker, little Eugene. You're really working hard, ain't you, kiddo? I'm back in Luis, but I've got high expectations for you, too. After that sanctress framed a UG for her crimes, I can't trust any of those high and mighty church folk anymore. It was this place, right? Oh, it's the Greatest Catch. So where is the Golden Hearth?
All right.
Which town is that in?
Where to?
Is that on Virg Island? No, it's not, is it? Hang on. Maybe it's in Martira? Is that where the Golden Hearth is? Where the crap is it in?
All right then.
Is it in Grand Trad?
Where to?
Is that the name of their? Hang on. No, because the person is in the honey, the hushed honeybee.
All right then.
Is it on Virga Island? Oh, it is the Golden Deer Hearth. Okay, crap. I'm just bad at this. That wasted like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Oak said to Doc, yeah, it's not the best game as a beginner to the franchise, but both me and Logan started with P4G, so you can look past its flaws. Then it is a great game.
Fancy a bit of info?
Okay, so what info did we want from this guy? Phantom Avian of the Spires. Hopefully he'll at least tell us where the heck it is. Buy it.
Want in on this?
There's a place known as the Spire of Blind Faith down south.
I heard what happened. Beowulf, I'm gonna read it in a second. Okay, I guess I gotta catch up in the chat, even though I was just reading some chat. Quiggy with a little frowny, cry face. We'll get to Norris eventually. Oak said, also, you get to meet Chie, who is the goat for real. Also, every single character in that game is gay as heck. Doc said, do I get to meet the guy that looks like Stroll? Yes, that's the protag in Persona 4. That's who you are. Oak said to Doc, I mean, yeah, that's the protagonist. Queen Katie said, oh, wait, I have a better idea on what to play. The first Rune Factory on the DS. I want to see how scuffed it is compared to the newer ones. Doc says, oh, let's go. Oak said to Doc, and you would have gotten to make out with your homophobic best friend, but Atlas got too homophobic and scrapped the romance. Chaotic said, can we raid this guy? I don't know anything about the channel other than he is playing Stardew Valley. Well, let me copy this one down as well. That is certainly a welcome raid suggestion. So let me add that to the list. Thank you very much for that one. I mean, of course, we have, as I said, all of our different things that we look for, but I'll add that one to put it in the running. Oak says, oh, hey, we raided them once before. Oh, did we raid? Oh, I think you're right. Hey, how about that? Doc said, what's the opposite of a woke agenda? I'm not sure, because, like, does agenda have to be opposite as well? Oak said, I still follow them. Said the eco agenda. Doc said, yeah, that. Oak said, I don't worry, everyone is still gay, even though they tried really hard to make them non-canonically gay. Oak said, Jewelry Bonnie, One Piece reference. Chaotic said, Baby June is actually adorable, but she deceived us. If there's one thing I cannot abide, it is deceptive babies. Queekity said, I'm already dying in Rune Factory 1 to look over to see a baby. Wait, is this the meme I've seen before? No, I've seen people do tic-tac-toe on this child. Wait, really? Doc said, she looks like a Russian nesting doll. Maybe that's what Nitty are. Yeah, okay, that's fun then. Crystal said, playing Minecraft, and there's a baby. Oak said to Doc, this is canon now. Matryoshka doll. Juna, do we have a Beef Longa voice character in this game? I can't remember if we do or not. Crystal said, sigh, I'm bored, I'm not doing any modding. Queekgator says, holy heck, Rune Factory 1 starts off so crazy. So the main character is dying, asks his girl for help, and the first thing she does is give him a hoe, then a watering can when he's asked for water. Crystal says, anyways, Queekgator, remember when Purple Man died, /HJ. Queekgator says, Crystal, why? I'm still mourning. It was on my birthday, too. Crystal with an evil face. Oak said, it still falls under the British umbrella. Oak says, Hierophant green. Maybe that's what the color was. I knew it was Hierophant. I should get points for that. Doc says, Hierophant blue, sapphire splash. Or was it Hierophant blue? Oak says, okay, I'm going to actually suggest a slightly longer slow mode because Logan has gotten farther behind. Oak says, Hierophant red, ruby splash, huh? You don't want to talk about that. Oak, were you here from our Dracula stream? Yeah, no, that was long before you got here. Have you seen the highlight video where he teaches us what a ruby shower is? Doc says, Hierophant yellow, that splash. Oak said, Doc, I hope you know I audibly laughed at that. And Normie with an emote. And Oak says, Hierophant purple with Katie splash. Okay, I don't know what Beowulf was doing the happen about, but hopefully I'm getting closer to catching up. We are going a little bit over tonight. I hope that's okay. There's a place known as the Spire of Blind Faith down south. No one dares go near it, though. Technically, it isn't that far from this island, but due to the way the currents flow, one must approach it by circling about from the north. Okay, so that means it'll take an extra day or something to get there. Holy crap!
But wait,
The Spire of Blind Faith, it's like the very edge of the ocean.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Wait, so...
And there's this place.
We've been to Orbwise Path, so we should be able to teleport straight there, right? And then another...
A village.
1,
And there's
2,
the campground.
3,
And right there's
4
a
days. Holy crap. A tower on an island south of Virga Island. Its peak seemed to pierce the heavens, requiring a detour to reach because of the currents. The islanders themselves steer clear. Holy crap. Worse yet, they say a monster dwells within the tower. It supposedly resembles a large bird with vivid plumage. Might be that it's just overly cautious, but the closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best to attack from as far away as possible from the rear.
You don't say.
If we make good use of our formation, we might be able to attack it without getting too close.
Seems like it's vulnerable to fire and pierce attacks. I'd recommend having those in your arsenal. I received a scrap of paper, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now we at least know where the heck that is. We're probably going to do the other one first because that's a lot quicker of a trip.
Stay there.
Let's save, first of all. And let's also check how many days we have left until Saints Day, because the other one I think is 2. If that one's 4, if we have more than 6 days, that could be like the entire rest of the time is just those 2 places. 8 days. Oh, hang on, you got something to say over here, drunk man.
I've been turning to ale too often in recent days. If I've been indecent, I owe you an apology. I wanted to forget the calamity, to forget we're part of the country. But thanks to you all, I realized I was wrong on both counts. You have my support for saving our island.
Hey, thank you. All right, so I think we're going to do the other one first because that's only 2 days. Let's head out. Let's do that. And then when we get to the place to attack the thing and to kill the bounty, that's probably where we're going to wind down for the night. So like I said, we are going a little bit overtime. I hope that's okay with you guys. Queekgator said to Oak that'd be fun. Oak said being a gemstone that Kakyoin splashes at people. Oak said this is a stream. We want boobies of all kind. Is that really what we want? We want the boobies of all kind.
What's the plan?
Route map. So that place is over by Grand Trad, right?
Now then.
But we should be able to teleport to Ligno. We've been there before. We can teleport to places we've been before. Oh, I think we actually can. That's why it's 2 days.
We could make camp. Ah, I see.
So, Scoundrel's Hold. This cave is once used as a thieves' hideout. It is an alleged treasure trove of stolen jewels, but none who sought it have ever returned.
We have a pending request.
That's the
there.
cave with the bounty monster. Yeah, how devious of it to masquerade as a bandit.
Being as it was the thieves' hideout, there may be treasure stashed inside, so let's keep an eye out.
But remember, our primary objective is the bounty. Chase 2 rabbits and you'll catch neither.
Now that I think about it, the informant in the royal capital might have some information on the place, but we can head in without it too.
Wait, did I not get it? Hang on, I gotta go to another informant first. I thought I did all the informant crap.
Later.
I hate doing like all of the business
What now?
calendar. Also want to check here. Yeah, so that'll use it today and tomorrow, then we'll be back Idle's Day. That'll be perfect. So hang on.
Right, where to?
We're going back up to the royal capital. Going to the Hushed Honeybee. Let's talk to that guy, and let's head over there. I'm sorry that this is going overtime. Are you guys able to hang out for a little bit? Are you okay with the stream going a little bit long tonight? You cool with that? Let's see. Oak said, or rather, Queen Katie said, I don't know what that is, lol. Oak said to Queen Katie, have you seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Here we go.
Fancy a bit of info?
What is it you want to know?
Bye. Monster of the Scoundrel's Hold.
Want in on this?
A Scoundrel's Hold is a den for all sorts of riffraff. It was once the home of bandits, but it's since been claimed by a horde of goblins.
Okay, so we gotta make sure we don't have staves or sticks, right?
From what I understand, the goblins drove away the bandits who first settled there. Now they prey on any travelers unlucky enough to pass through.
Really?
We heard about them at the recruitment center. Are they really as wily as they say?
Oh yes, they're clever little jerks. Their den was originally built by bandits, so pursuing the goblins within may prove to be tricky.
Just between us.
And it won't be just goblins you'll need to worry about. There's also one-eyed
Psyocropos. Those are the things that was beating me up before. I'm not strong enough for them.
there that's said to be in charge of the lot. Fighting the whole goblin horde would be a suicide mission, so it's probably why the bounty is the Cyrocora. Some of the goblin cronies are capable of using magic, and they won't hesitate if it means stopping you problems if you eliminate them first. The Cyrocora will have a meltdown. Good luck if that happens. So leave them alive, focus on disabling the magic while you take it out of the side with a bit of spears and bows are effective here. That's about the extent of my information, so if you choose to go to save it, thank you for the piece of paper. I just want to go there. I'm leaving.
All right.
Goodbye. Where is it? Where's my thing? Where is the gauntlet runner?
Go.
Sorry, we're going over time. Let's see. Quick said, Rune Factory, : hey, want to learn how this game works? Me? Nah, I think I'm good. Instantly gets stuck because I didn't ask what buttons does what. Quick said, I thought it'd work just like Rune Factory 4, but no! I can't even plant my one radish seed.
Like
I don't know what button does that. I pressed everything. Oak says, I'm very passionate about wanting to do that. To Teddy. Quick said, how did this one game become popular enough to have 3 more games? I do not know. Lol, Rune Factory. How did Rune Factory get good? Doc says, I actually can't believe it's been 3 hours. Time flies. It does.
Now then.
Like, whenever we stream, like, I am amazed how quickly time zips past us.
That's where you want
All
to
right,
go?
so 2 days. It should take us there. That's the cave with the bounty monster. Yes, how devious of it to masquerade as a bandit.
Being as it was a thieves' hideout, there may be treasure stashed inside, so let's keep an eye out.
Let's be off.
But remember, our primary objective is the bounty. Chase to, we got that before.
We'll have to make camp for tonight, but we should arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night?
Just leave it to me, so long as you don't go dragging your feet. Let's go!
Let's be off.
Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves even whilst on the road. Yay. Let's see. Oak says, I mean, there's some homophobia in P5, but it's like 2 scenes, I think. P4 has homophobia in like half of all scenes with Yosuke. Doc says, Australia prices be jacked. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's because they're upside down. I hear a voice.
All right.
I should let him know. Oh, so we gotta max out Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. All right, let's get some food first. And then we're gonna max out Hulkenberger. Oh, nothing noteworthy today. You guys lied. You said there was always stuff here. Oh, you guys have stuff to say? Yufa, what do you have to say?
Now that you mention it.
You know, this island boasts a rich history of cultural dances. There are festival dances, wedding dances, dances to be performed when in morning, dances to be performed when in afternoon, dances to be performed in evening. Her elders may say many of these have been lost over the passing suns and moons. I hear there was even a dance for scooping up fish with a sieve. How would it look, I wonder?
What about you, Juna?
Hey.
I half wonder how everyone else spends their time when we're on the road like this. I usually find myself putting lyrics to bars. I just have to remember to write them down before I forget. Okay, I don't even know where Hulkenberg is. Let's check on Heisme real quick. I feel like we never say hi to him as much. He's usually out fishing or by his little tent on the roof, right?
Is he here? Oh, he's not? Oh, he is. Hang on, I gotta breathe again. There we go.
I hear there's not much excitement for the tournament or the new king in my home village. Political matters never really mattered to us out in the backwoods. I suppose that's because they dismiss most things that aren't their problem.
Okay, let's just teleport to where... Oh, wrong button. I meant to press the followers button. Through the power of the archetypes, I can hear voices that pass to your souls. Thou art now one who strives for great change. To become the true king of the land, thou must light the path with the power of the souls of heroes and change thy very destiny.
You know, even though we beat a dragon, it's kind of frustrating that news of such a crazy feat probably won't even make it off the island.
This is the button. Teleport to Hulkenberg. Go to her.
All right.
Go to her. Teleport, there we are. Oak said, although the other half of the scenes are very gay, so it balances out. Oak says, oh yeah, I forgot, you were upside down. Chaotic said, P4G is my least favorite Persona game. The story is a major setback from 3 or 5. The character development is good, but overall the story is very mid. I feel like my favorite characters are in Persona 4. I do feel like the story is not as good as Persona 5. I feel like the story in Persona 3, though, is non-existent for most of the game. Most of the game is just like, hang out with friends and occasionally grind Tartarus. It takes like forever to get to the actual story. So I feel like Persona 4 gets to the story quicker, but it's like the story itself doesn't feel as significant because like you're trying to track down a serial killer in a small town as opposed to the world is in danger, you know, like that type of thing. We have the spear. As our sole means of dispatching Luis, 'tis a precious tool indeed. Now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before the thrust. Mantis, I realize our business is pressing, but there's something I'd like to discuss. I have something to report concerning the aftermath of the duel. Might you make time to hear it? Of course!
Thank you.
Thank you. She was very exacerbated with that. Let's see.
I've received word from the Shadow Guard. Rodanth has been confined to an underground cell.
Is an important one because it's fully voiced. Oak said, my only recommendation getting into Persona is to not play Persona 4 last, because even though it's an amazing game, it will feel disappointing gameplay-wise compared to P3R and P5R. Bill says, hey Logan, what does your car look like? It's blue? I don't know if I should say more beyond that. Why are you at Rukov's sister's house? It's blue, why? Oak said, I think if you play it first and it runs the risk of making you lose interest, but if you play it second, it'll probably be a bit more tolerable. Chaotic said, mine was P5, P4G, and then P3P. Oak said to Beowulf, Logan has a neon green Jaguar with license plate reading hot dog. Aw, now you told everybody. Let's play some more here.
For the time being, the chaos in the capital should be still.
Case closed, but it's not over yet. That's harsh punishment. I'll say it's not over yet!
I don't think we're in the clear
I don't think we're in the clear just yet. Agreed. All that's changed is that
All that's
Rodante is...
changed is that Rodanth is removed from power.
I forgot it's voiced.
We spoke of it before. A knight's duty is to
Duty.
their oath. Yet without a king, an oath might hold little weight to any one knight. And an armed force, disunified in purpose, is but a spark away from a raging mob.
Oh, crap! Crap, I missed how long ago, No, what, I noticed there's somebody on YouTube. Noobly, there was nobody on YouTube for so long. I'm so sorry. Am I able to message people on YouTube? I don't think I can. Noobly, I'm sorry I said hi, I saw your shorts. Teddy is underrated, he just wants to be loved. When do my comments get read? I'm so sorry, Noobly. There's somebody over on YouTube. I am so sorry. I was neglecting YouTube tonight because, like, I am so... Crystal, how long ago did Noobly say goodnight? Can you see timestamps on these things? Let's see. Crystal gave the link tree. Bale said, you said you get to Cinemark earlier. Did you mean Megaplex? Because I don't think Cinemark has $5 tickets. Cinemark does on Tuesdays. Noobly said, go to bed. Good night. Crystal said, good night, night, Noobly. Crap, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I wish there was some way to message the people. Chris said, we can't see timestamp. Darn it. If I click the name. Darn it. Well, I suck at streaming. I feel really bad about that type of stuff. I'm sorry, Noobly. Thank you for watching and liking my shorts. Okay, what was she saying? Yeah, without a king, an oath might hold little weight to any one knight, and an armed force disunified in purpose is but a spark away from a raging mob.
If the knighthood flounders further, whether clinging to power or simply self-preservation, a second Rodanth, or even a third, will surely emerge. Unless His Royal Highness the Prince takes the throne, there will be no true rebirth for the knighthood.
So we can't afford to fail. I'll forge our path forward! Yeah, because this is like saying we shouldn't fail. This is saying we must succeed. Let's be optimistic.
Rest assured, I'll forge a path to the throne.
Yes, well
Hey.
said. We shall reclaim our nation's future together. My duel with Rodanth left much clear. I proved I am not the woman I once was. It can only be the journey thus far that has changed me. You've helped me grow as a new person. Never again will I wield my power only to hide my own sense of inferiority. My convictions shall lead me, and I shall fight by their strength. Thus, I vow anew to use my power for you.
I'm counting on you. You're a true knight. I'll protect you. I'll say you're a true knight. I think she'll
You're a
appreciate
true
that.
knight.
Only scant
Hey.
days ago, I was embarrassed to call myself a knight at all. 'Tis a strange feeling.
I can feel Hulkenberg's unshakable trust in me and the strength of our bond.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg, keeper and heritor of the knight's virtues, by the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Yay, we got 2 people maxed out
I
now.
shall safeguard
Scion's
our
Essence, we get another skill slot, special guard duty. Duty. High probability for Hulkenberg to defend the protagonist from attack on his weakness. Oh, that's awesome! And Grand Fantasy, Hulkenberg is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment. More skills can now be inherited. Yay.
The man of the Shadow Guard paused before departing. As he bid me farewell, he told me he hoped to one day be my equal. A knight not merely in title, but in truest spirit. I never thought the day would come that I might see the honor in myself. As a knight, and as an ally, I will stay by your side, now and always.
As much as everybody's loving Mantis, I'm starting to wonder if they're going to start to prefer me as the king instead of the dying prince. When Prince wakes up, Prince is going to be mad.
Truly, my friend. Thank you.
Do we even know if the prince is a good person? I know he's my childhood friend, but what if we get there and he wakes up and he's like, yes, now I shall do evil. And we're like, oh, crap. Mantis, we need you to be king. Ba, 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 ba. The two of us spent a long time in each other's company, speaking freely and comfortably. Thanks to the strong trust between Hulkenberg and me, the entirety of the knighthood now supports me. Oh, I ain't gonna go, knights. There are not that many knights, apparently. Quick to say I'm looking up Golden Hearth. It's in Virga Island. Never mind, Logan found it. Thank you, though.
The village of Ligno, a frequent stop for capital-bound peddlers and merchants. Experienced traders who have withstood the trials of all the world's cultures and customs gather here with rare goods found nowhere else.
We've already... I hope
Though
that...
the village has waned in light of the influx of monsters, it remains an important hub of commerce. Here in this corner of the world, the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
We've already been to Ligno Nuts.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? I guess we can stop and buy some stuff. I don't think that'll slow us down. We won't have to, like, camp for the night, right? Babel says to Oak, that would definitely be an anti-Riz. So it'd be perfect for me, is what you're saying. Oak said to Beowulf, maybe that's why he's lonely. We just said to Oak, yeah, look at him. He looks lonely. Oak with some emotes. Oak says, Logan, the boobies of all kind was in reference to a quote. Oh, because I skip over the quotes now because there's so many. Oak says, Hulkenberg's primary objective is to explode and then act as if she does not know anybody. We are always okay with more log. Okay, good, because some of you were saying you were sleepy.
I must say, this village is unusually lively.
There's a lot of strong people from different tribes.
Yes, merchants en route to the capital tend to stop here first, so that doesn't surprise me.
Feels more like a mercantile commonwealth than a traditional village with a lord.
Oh, I bet I could find some rare goods here. Do you think they have perfume?
There's been a strange odor in the Gauntlet Runner I'd like to combat.
I I say, are you accusing my gauntlet runner of being stinky?
'Tis not your gauntlet runner.
Let's go. I see a shopkeeper. Let's go shopping before we start a brawl.
Buy some stuff. Gold bullion, Arbatsal! Generously dappled with gold leaves, increase protagonist luck by 2. Okay, let's get like 10 of these. Yeah, buy them. Buy all of them. And let's get these each up to an even 10 as well. Because why not? We got a lot of money. And then what else do we have? Weapons! Oh, these are very expensive. Wow. Oh. What about armor? Golden armor. With durability matched only by the value beyond rational numbers. These are good things. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have bought all that stuff willy-nilly. Let's sell all my scrap.
Now then.
And let's buy the golden armor. Let's buy that for Stroll. Gives him an extra 100 defense. Sure. Buy it, and equip it. Greatly increases evasion against fire, against ice. Okay. Can we afford any of these weapons? Oh, these are just all fans for her. The mace, I don't know who the mace is for. Resist fire, resist ice, resist electric, resist... What is her weakness normally? When she has the mask, or it probably depends on which mask she's wearing. I mean, any one of these would be really powerful for her. But I don't know which one to get. So, crap, maybe we should hold off on this. Yeah, let's just keep going, I guess. We'll get weapons elsewhere.
Hey.
Are you all done with your business here? Yes, let's keep going.
Hey.
Back at it, huh? To the runner, let's do that. Let's read some more in the chat.
The gauntlet
hang
runner
on.
arrives at an encampment.
Yay.
And sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief.
And again, once we
Yet
get...
the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Once we get to the cave, the cove here, that's when we will wind down. So we got just a little bit more, just a skosh more, you guys. I promise the end is in sight. Doc says, I feel like it was the 2-hour mark just an hour ago. Oak says, so true. The story and characters of P4 are my favorite in any Persona game, but the gameplay are so bad it makes my ranking much more difficult. Oh, do you have something to say, Yufa? Sanctus teachings are the same as ours if you trace the roots. Both have deviated a far bit from their original doctrine, of course. I believe both are very pure in their worship of their respective gods, and neither should be considered superior or inferior. We're probably gonna take a bath, keep increasing our stats a bit, because we can only do that at nighttime of the Gauntlet Runner. I think it was Wendy who wanted a bath, and it took us almost 3.5 hours to get to the bathtub. Let's go check on Heisme first, see if he has any speech bubble. The dark expanse seems never ending. Who knows what's out? No, I'm looking at the ladder, not the window. Chaotic says, yeah, but all the friends are part of the story, like Shinjiro and Akihiko and Yukari and her father and Mitsuru. Same for Mitsuru, Junpei, Chidori, etc., etc. Social links are part of the story itself in a way. Oh, you see that my wife is snuggling with me. Oh, can we go in the tent? Okay, no Heisme here. Okay, let's go take a bath. And I see the point you're making, but I just feel like so much of it is like the story itself, like the main story of Persona 3 is you just gotta unlock Tartarus. Once you unlock more, something will eventually happen. And yes, all that stuff like lends to the story, but it's just like little bits and bobbles and side stuff. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it takes a long time to get to the point. And so I like the Persona 4 kind of gets there quickly. Oh, there's Heisme. Okay, let's go take a bath. I believe it's out in the back, right? Quick, said, I'm getting so EP. Oak said, me too, for real. You were just saying you're okay with staying up. Chaotic said, I guess what I'm trying to say is the whole game is story. In the movies, it shows you how Makoto Yuki gets more social and more expressionate by having more friends with him. So I think that's what the game was trying to do. Oak says, woo, Hulkenberger. Quingita says, adds burger to max link list on Notepad. Wait, so does that make her our second? Yes, we got Stroll, and now we got her. Chris with a timestamp, 3:22. I'm only 5 minutes behind. Yes, let's have a soak and increase our stats. I think we still got a boiling back. We're gonna focus on finishing off endurance first, because we need hit points and defense. Oak says, I'm okay with the long stream, but I might not be able to stay past 3:40 or so. Okay, so we gotta hurry then. Yes, I know it's boiling, and I can see the end of chat in sight, so we should probably turn off slow mode too, huh? Let me do that real quick. Slow mode is off. We just gotta get to the cavern, the cave, the bandit hideout, whatever it is. And we're about to do that. We're almost there. So as long as Norris doesn't interrupt with, oh, we're fighting bugs along the way, we'll be fine. I got out of the bath and cooled off for a bit. Quick said, yeah, I need to sleep well, especially if Nora's streaming tomorrow, apparently. Oh, what's happening? Ah, no, I said no, I don't want to fight bugs. Oh, incoming, we've got an enemy raid inbound. Our barrelman Heisme spotted them. They're already on board. Get yourself topside post haste. I better hurry out to the deck. We were so close. We were so close, chat.
While we're asleep is dirty fighting.
Clear off! As moths.
Oh crap! I need to have Stroll tag out. Wait, no. Heisme does have that thing, so it doesn't matter anymore, right?
Careful. Strike attacks won't
Fire
phase them.
and light. Okay, what do you got? There, all enemies. This will probably be enough to wipe them all out in one go. Just kill these things. Finally, okay, can I go back to sleep now? Oh, no, there's more. Oh, it's an elemental thing. What is this one weak against?
You the performance of a lifetime.
Fire, again. So, yeah, heavy fire.
Raging fire.
And let's kill that and get a lot of stuff. Yay, we're almost there. You guys stay awake just a little bit longer. Unscathed triumph.
Song coming on.
See, we're fine. What is Nora streaming tomorrow, by the way, Queen Kitty? Queen Kitty said, the end is in sight, Logan. We have this need to, I don't know, sleep, Sir Logan. I know we're almost there. Thank you. Nice work out there. That should keep the baddies at bay for now. And you kept the craft safe and sound, too. Now that I have a good night and sleep tight. Queen Kitty said, Quit, but you're still here. You might say, yes, because we're watching you. But I say, there's a line. We're close to crossing it. I'm sorry. We're almost done. Doc says, no mo, slow mode. I'm sorry, Queen Katie, that you got to type that all in caps. At least it's not that one time that we did an Edgeworth investigation stream that was almost 6 hours long. Wait, crap, we still got to hang out with somebody?
Hail.
If our journey ultimately ends in peace, I should like to pay a visit to my old home. I decided not to return until I felt I would not shame my family. After seeing through an endeavor as grand as this, however, I can hold my head high. As long as we don't have a follower bond, I should just be able to read a book, right? And that'll give us something. Oh, see? You should wear that. I don't like looking at your face. And the bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I can read are... Oh, I finished them all! I have no more books! So I need to just do something that'll increase one of my royal virtues with somebody else. So, what do you got? What do you got here? You got imagination? And you got courage? So what are the royal virtues? Which ones should I focus on? Imagination's pretty low. Tolerance and eloquence could go up. Let's do imagination. Let's help her polish her helmet, her bucket. Let's save before we do this, though. And then we should arrive there. Chaotic says, but I'm also a huge P3 guy. The story is so good in my opinion, and it really goes with my own personal reasons, like losing people. But you know, that's one thing that Persona 3 does really, really well, is staying consistent with its theme through like everything that's going on. Well, Mantis, there's something that's been on my mind. Do you recall meeting Ovi and the others? I've been thinking about that church. I couldn't say why, but something about it evokes a strange feeling that I just can't shake. Yufa seems worried. Maybe I should chat with her once we're back in town.
Oh, but no.
Well, we're still traveling at the moment, Mantis. Would you join me in a bit of meditation?
If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve.
Passing the time in peace and quiet with Yufa sounds nice. What do you think?
I'd like to try, sure.
Very happy.
Wonderful. Then let us sit before the altar and bid our spirits calm.
Queen says, yay for arson, I guess. It worked, didn't it? I haven't been able to completely focus, but at least I've lifted my spirits.
What do you think?
How's your first meditation session?
I still can't focus entirely, let's be honest.
Well, I still can't focus entirely.
However,
only a little bit of Mac for you. I'm disappointed. That's only because it's your first time. Let's keep practicing. It's okay that you suck at your first time. I too have visions whenever I manage to calm my mind through this practice. Such as one time when I saw my ideal self in the future. However, I also know that the country has dark times ahead, even if we do manage to defeat Luis and bring peace.
I too will.
I am not so naive to think that everyone in the land will suddenly come together as one.
You seem calm about that.
You're pretty calm and rational about it. Just little Mag, you're so bad at this. True, serenity will win the day, and I aspire to be someone who can be counted on to help resolve disputes when they arise. I aspire to practice kindness, one who counsels those on the wrong path or those who have strayed altogether.
I realized.
I believe that since I too have lost my way, I know how to help others in the same circumstances. I'll say I'll have your back.
I see.
That's great gold to have, and I'll be behind you the whole way.
Yay. I don't know how precisely what I'll do for them, but I hope to create an opportunity for them, if only a small one. Sorry, we were supposed to be meditating, yet I've done nothing but talk. Just yep. Being with you makes me want to contemplate so many things.
But then...
I feel like things have become a little clearer for me now that we have such a lively and animated group, I'm sure thanks to you.
You're part of that too now.
Hey.
I think you're just as much to thank for that, Yufa.
I'm very happy.
Thank you for saying so, but I think that with you in the center, it's been so much easier for everyone to bond in such a wonderful way. Being with you has made my path forward seem a little clearer. I'm so glad we found time to talk today. Since we're here, why not meditate a few minutes more?
I feel like my imagination has increased. Yay.
All right.
Oh, a lot. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, almost leveling up. Not quite. Yay. All right, let's see. Can we get a set? According to Nora, quote, I don't know. I'll decide last minute when I asked her in my stream. I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while. Chaotic said, I'm sorry, Logan, but I gotta wake up at like 7 a.m. It's 1 a.m. Get some sleep, Chaotic. I'm sorry we kept you up so late.
The runner finds itself at the Scoundrel's Hold, a cave system beneath the sand and rock, dug out by bandits over untold years. There were once treasures hoarded in the sprawling paths, but with the arrival of the monsters, only a vast labyrinth remains. The party wanders into the caves, now merely the wreckage of the bandits' dreams.
Chaotic, thank you again. I'm sorry for keeping you up so late. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get a good rest of your night. Good night. Sleep well. Can we get us the same? It's 1 a.m. here. Crap! We're here. We made it.
This is the place.
So, this was the Scoundrel Stronghold, was it? And our bounties at the end of it?
Yep, we're here for a giant guarded by a horde of goblins, but of course there's other monsters in here too.
A goblin horde, is it? They're capable of surrounding us. We ought to prepare tactics for cutting down many at a time.
For goblins, worry not, love. My magic shreds goblins, whatever the amount.
She who laughs at a goblin shall cry by it in due measure. Be wary of pride.
Hulkenberg's right. The goblins are one thing, but adding a giant complicates matters. We can't be too careful. All right, I hear you. Let's get this over with and vacate this dreary den right away.
Oh, let me save. Game, let me save. I've been keeping chat up much too late into the night.
Just a second, I sense something. This feeling, it's
something here?
So, hey.
It was only for a moment, but I sensed one of the relics Nurse is looking for. Same dialogue as before. All right, let's save. Save. Let's see. Oh, get the timestamp 3:33:33. I love doing timestamp when it happens. Queen said I'm yawning so big I probably don't even need a sleep gummy at this point. Doc said it's only 3 p.m. for me. Oak said we forgive you, La Gunga. Crystal says 1 p.m. for me. Crystal says to Doc, is you Australian? Oak said, oh, also Crystal. And I saved. There we go. Crystal says, oh, adds a quote. Oak says, yay. Doc says, yes, upside down there. 3 hours, 37 minutes, and 2 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. It took so long. But let me check out these raid suggestions. If anyone is still lurking, let me give you the quick rundown of the channel. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this game, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. So that means tomorrow is a Wednesday, no stream tomorrow. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We will be picking up on where we're leaving off tonight on Friday. Thursday is going to be Ace Attorney. So let me take a look at these raid suggestions that we have here and pick out one of them. Oh, one of them's playing Your Turn to Die, Death Game by a Majority. Because they all have about the same number of viewers, approximately. So maybe we will do a Your Turn to Die raid here. But before we do that, let me give you all a link tree that I will copy one more time over to YouTube. I know Crystal posted it over there earlier, but I will do the same, just in case we got any YouTube lurkers. I still feel so bad for not seeing Noobly's comments earlier. I'm not good at this. I'm so bad. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and I'll just get the raid going right away because I know we've got so many people who need to get some sleep. There that is. And here is our raid message. So we can copy that over to our clipboards. There we have that. Let's see. Quigata says, yay! Oak said, thank you for the very donut stream. It made me smile. Quigata said, now we need to raid so I can go to sleep and be happy for Wednesday. I'm hurrying. Oak says, good night, everyone. Quigata said, thank you for the very metaphor stream. You know what? That is an accurate description of a metaphor stream. So thank you all for hanging out. I feel like we got a lot done. I had a lot of fun. It wasn't a very clippable stream, I don't think, but I had a lot of fun hanging out with all of you guys. You're amazing. Oh, Daddy Doom Guy says, what's up, y'all? Daddy's here. Daddy Doom Guy, we're just starting a raid. Hi, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that we're just on our way out. We'd love to have you hang out for a future stream. If you'd like, welcome. I'm gonna give you the rundown I just gave everybody. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this and Ace Attorney Investigation 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. Thank you for the follow. I don't know what I did just now to warrant that, but thank you. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I appreciate that. I gotta read these comments here. Quigata said, see y'all next time for Judy. Crystal says, bye-bye. There's Daddy Doom Guy. Quigata said, good night, y'all dies. Daddy Doom Guy said, that's okay, my man. Well, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. We'd love to hear next time how you found out about us. Crystal said, hi and bye. Daddy Doom Guy says, I like your charisma. Oh, thank you. But the raid's about to start. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Love and appreciate you all. You are amazing. Have a great Wednesday tomorrow. See you on Thursday for Ace Attorney. Back here Friday for more of this. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.